Yes, people, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are well. It is the show you've all been waiting for. I know all 7 of you watching have been waiting for this. It's the West Ham Unofficial Christmas party. Well, quite frankly, we're going to talk a little bit about the football because we won today as Man United get in. But we're going to talk about Christmas, of course. It's a Christmas party, amongst other things. Got a couple of guests joining me straight away. Nigel, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Jake. Good result today.
Was very good indeed. And Steve, who's a Chelsea fan who play tomorrow unprecedentedly, that's a word now, on Christmas Eve. Steve, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. I'm really excited because it's my first Christmas party this year.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So we'll get it straight underway. We'll get the football chat out the way to start with. Nigel, that was okay today, wasn't it?
It was better.
Yeah,
than that
better.
game of the week for sure.
It couldn't have gone much worse.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, just watching Liverpool just then, they're like another level to us really at the moment. And even we had a poor team out. I think we'd have got beat. They was very fast and quick, and just made us look like idiots really on Wednesday. However, today, I thought we was on the money, but again, that's probably one of the poorest Man United sides you'll ever see. They were dreadful, and there it's just awful to watch, especially the first half. We just didn't really get into it till the second half. But once once we got our way and we started picking a few balls about, the 2 assists were like next level, and and we just put them to the sword. Really, we could have scored more. To be fair,
we could have done. Right, we're going to start off with a Christmas question. And Steve, I'm going to come to you first, of course, as I just mentioned, Chelsea playing on Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can either of you name the last time a Premier League match was played on Christmas Eve?
Oh, I saw the headline about this on BBC Sports and I didn't bother reading it because I thought, what a load of rubbish. It was probably about 1970 something, wasn't it?
Oh, it wasn't. Budgie?
no, I haven't got a clue, Jake, to be fair.
Go on, I said Premier League, so it's going to be It's going to be after 1990, whatever it was. So
let's have a guess. Let's just say West Ham and Man United.
No, it was in 1995. You were on your second guess. You were 1 out, and I can't remember who it was, so I'm going to find out because I did screenshot it. The Wolves-Chelsea match will be the first played by any league clubs on Christmas Eve since 1995, when Leeds played Manchester United. So I'm sure that was a friendly. I'm sure that was a friendly affair, waiting for the big day. But before we move on, Steve, what's your thoughts on playing on Christmas Eve? Does it at all bother you or not?
I think the league is now so driven by TV that you just can't get arsy about it, can you? Because if TV want you to play it at midnight for midnight mass on Christmas Eve, I expect that some 2 teams will be nominated, and I think the whole thing is just going to be driven by TV so much that you can't get too arsy about it. I mean, whether we play on Christmas Eve or whether we play on today would really not make a lot of difference because we're playing 1 day later in the week. So
yeah, true. Before we come on to some of your comments, I hope you are all watching. As soon as I picked this glass up before we came on there, Nigel was questioning what is inside it. So just for the clarity of the show and what's gonna proceed, this is apple juice and apple juice only. I can wholeheartedly confirm that because I didn't pour it out. The mother poured it out. So that is apple juice. So if my mood at all changes throughout the next 2 hours, it's nothing to do with what I'm drinking. It's just because it's getting a little bit closer to Christmas. Let's take some of your comments. And very Merry Christmas to all of you. Opinions on Froomtown. Froomtown's run in the cup the other week was brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed those games. James, ho, 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 all clink, cheers. So James is really riling in the festivities tonight. I like that. Joshua, I will get back to you on that, mate. Of course, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much indeed for that. Budgie as well. Thanks for joining us. Robert says, evening all, and a very Merry Christmas after today's result. Exactly. There's a bit more of a there's a bit more of a what's the word? A spruce in my step? No, what's the
Spring.
phrase?
Spring in your step.
That's it, not spruce. A spring in my step. Correct. Thanks for correcting me there. Back in the 1880s, they used to play on Christmas Day, then again on Boxing Day, so players can't complain nowadays. Nigel, do you agree with that?
Say that again, Jake. Sorry, I was just looking at that guy had a bong actually in his avatar. So I got sidetracked, mate. Sorry. Yeah, because I saw.
Oh, I've never realised that is a.
There
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
James,
Oh,
he's got a bong.
to be fair, James has been watching this for years, and that's the first time I've actually noticed that on the Christmas show. There we go. But it was back in the 1880s. They used to play on Christmas Day, then again on Boxing Day. You imagine Klopp moaning if we had to do that?
Oh God! What the Christmas you said about the Christmas Eve thing just now about what we thought of it. I mean, I wouldn't be happy like if we got a Christmas Eve fixture and we had like Burnley or something.
Away.
You'd be going and you'd be like, am I going to get back for Christmas Eve, for Christmas Day? I mean, do you really want to go like 5 or 6 hours on Christmas Eve and get back?
I mean, to be fair, I think if they're going to do the Christmas Eve fixtures, they've got to be sensible. And they've got to say that it's going to be an all London game or it's going to be a localish game. Yeah. I mean, Chelsea Wolves, probably a little bit far to travel, but not too bad.
They put it on a
if they start saying Newcastle against, I don't know, Southampton if they were in the league, that's nonsensical, isn't it? Newcastle against Bournemouth, it'd be ridiculous. But there again, we know that the people that arrange the fixtures don't necessarily have much contact with the real world.
They don't. They sit in their office and they think what's going to make us the most money, and they go with that. Nigel, just to finish that bit off, fire away.
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, you're right with the whole, the people that sit there and they do the fixtures. I mean, it's so annoying for us last season that we'd, book time to go on a trip and we booked accommodation. Then they switched the game like a week before. So you paid all your. Your accommodation, it's a right pain. And this Thursday night thing, mate. The Thursday night, these Thursday night European games and then playing on a Sunday, they're an ache. Do you know what I mean?
There's a sort of aside. My son manages a Southern League side, and they get games. One of the teams they have to play is Mousehole in Cornwall. And that last year, I think it was last year, might have been one of the other years. They had that game cancelled on Saturday and they rearranged it for a Tuesday for players that are part-time, have got full-time jobs. And then on the following Saturday, they were playing Melksham, which is 6 miles away. Have a bit of brains. Switch them around. Give people a chance. It's not necessarily the overriding thing in everybody's life that people have to make arrangements. Like you say, Thursday night and then Sunday is, especially if it's an away game.
There's not a lot of thought that goes into this, but let's bring the festivities back. And every now and then I'm going to pop a Christmas joke because I can. I can see Steve shaking his head. So
jury's out on that. We'll see, shall we?
Okay, all right, good. You saw a sneak peek of it because I pressed the wrong button a minute ago. I have prepared a guess the player. So throughout the next 2 hours, I'm going to just drop little hints every now and then for a former West Ham United player that I'm going to give you clues about, and then the first person that gets it wins nothing, but I'll say thank you because that's what our budget is here. And so guess the player. It's got a slight Christmas sort of link, so that's how I'm getting away with it. But that I will drop the first hint of that in the next 10 minutes or so. But before I let Steve go, right, a couple of Christmas questions. Firstly, on my desk here, you can't see it. I'm going to lift them up as I do it. I've got every single celebrations variation of chocolate that you get in a box. Mars, Milky Way, Bounty, Maltesers, Galaxy, Twix, Galaxy Caramel, and Snickers. I want both of you, but Nigel, I'm going to get you to do it a little bit later on. But to you, Steve, out of all of the celebrations, which one would you pick out first? Which one would you have?
Snickers.
Snickers. Where's the Snickers? I can't give it to you, but you can look at it. There we go. Other chocolates are available. So you go for a Snickers, would you?
Yeah. There's a bit more to chew.
Quality chocolate. I like it. Quality chocolate. I think Dad would probably agree with you. Quality chocolate. I like it. So that's 1 to Snickers, and whoever wins by the end, I'll eat that chocolate. So I'm hoping it's either Maltesers or Galaxy. To be honest with you, so that's 1 to Snickers. So by the end of the show, I will eat whichever one has the most votes. So it's sort of, I'm not just eating for the sake of it. So that's the way we're going to do it. And the second question, and this is the deal breaker. Steve, do you like mince pies?
Yeah.
Okay. Steve, have a fantastic Christmas. Anything else to add before you go?
No. It's just good to see you. It's good to be here, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a peaceful New Year. And,
Exactly.
Let's hope that January the 1st isn't too much of a headache for most of us.
And Steve, just mind the gap between Chelsea and West Ham, mate. All right, because it's it's
enjoy it while it's there. Enjoy it while it's there.
We will. Steve, thank you very much, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah, thank you. Right, Nigel, you're going to become my co-host. What's your thoughts on that? Do you like that idea?
Do you know what though, Jake?
I'm
disappointed with your choice of chocolates, mate.
Why? Oh, the best. Simply the best.
You've got to go for the lint, mate.
I don't think there's any
can't
lint in
be
this
going
house,
down
either.
Asda's and getting a box of celebrations and thinking like you're the Christmas king.
Oh, cheers to that, shall I? Nigel, what are you drinking?
Nothing at the moment. I just have had a Bailey's, but in fact,
he's off. Right.
No, it's done.
Oh, it's done.
It all. And I don't drink. Remember that. I was just going to get a Guinness, but I didn't have time because I'm watching the end of the Liverpool game. I was like, should I quickly get one? And I thought, So
we're going to get a budgie on in just a second to continue the West Hamness. But before we do, I'm going to take some of your comments and we're going to get through the first guess the player clue. And Nigel, you're not going to get it from the first one. That's the whole idea. So you don't stand much.
Name that tune.
Yeah. Right. Let's take some of your comments. Right. Kent will get this. Kent, I'm glad you're here, Kent, because I think it's quite hard. The clues I've done for this former West Ham player, Kent, if you didn't see, we're doing guess the player. I've got little clues to go throughout the show. And then whoever guesses the player first wins nothing but a clap from me. Kent will get it first, no doubt. But it will be interesting to see how long it takes him to get it. Hershey, says Wally. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a Hershey bars, and they've actually came in like England a bit more over the last couple of years, like in the shops. Have you ever had a Hershey's bar, Nigel?
Yeah, I've had one when I was in New York.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they always remind me of Americans, the old Hershey bar. Wally World.
That's Wally. Peter says, so kind of you to let him look at it. Look at what? What the chocolate? Yeah. No worries. Thanks, Peter. Hope you're well. Hope you are well. Lint, totally overpriced chocolate for the price. Yes, but it's brilliant, isn't it? It's just it's the best of the best. I mean, you've got to pay for quality, haven't you? Pay for quality.
I shoplifted those ones. I didn't really.
No, you didn't. Hershey's are like sick, says Peter. Well, there we go. There we go. Right, so a couple of things to do. My first Christmas joke of the night. Are you ready? Sound ready then, Nigel? Can I say?
Yeah, I'm ready, Jake.
Good. Hang on, I've got to find it now. Right, I've got it.
Oh, someone else's joke then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right, okay.
I can't make my own jokes. What is the best Christmas present in the world? Do you know?
Well, obviously a West Ham win.
It is, in fact, a broken drum. You just can't beat it.
Oh God!
It's just superb. It's superb. Right, let's get Budgie on. Budgie, how are you?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Jake. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Good evening, sir.
How about you? You at the London Stadium there, mate?
He is, isn't he? That's a lovely.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
must be a bit cold there.
Oh, you know how it is. You know, we do these things. We have to, suffer for our craft.
Very good. Very good indeed. Right. Any thoughts of anything we've discussed so far, Budgie? Is there anything that you've sort of went, I disagree with that?
Yeah. Hershey's peanut butter cups. They are the best.
Are they?
They are the best.
Oh, I know the Reese's ones are the ones. I know the orange.
Oh yeah,
ones.
that's it. Reese's, not
Yeah,
Hershey's.
see, I knew.
See,
I knew what you was getting at there, Budgie.
Well done, son. Well done.
I feel a bit uneducated because I don't think I've ever had a Hershey's bar in my whole entire life. But yeah.
No,
Anyway.
the Reese's, the buttercups are the Reese's ones, Joe.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
right.
Reese's. Yeah,
Also
yeah.
overpriced.
Very,
Oh, okay.
very.
Okay.
About £1.50 for 3 of them, and they're not even as big as a jam tart, but they are so good.
There we go. Gotta love Hershey's peanut butter cups.
I got that wrong. That should actually say Reese's, but
Reese's. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken says I'm a Bourneville chocolate fan. I can't even think I've had one of them either in my life ever.
Oh, it's lovely.
Bourneville. That's like 70s chocolate, mate. That's like
it's plain chocolate. Yeah, that was lovely. Had the old rum flavour in it, didn't it?
That's
Beautiful.
right, yeah.
I
Beautiful.
thought Budge had a nurse's hat on and saw it was headphones.
Cheers, Peter. Appreciate it, mate.
always complimentary, isn't he? Ronnie's
There you
here, our resident Spurs. I'm getting hot with this jumper on in there. I'm not gonna lie.
Max
Mum,
Headroom,
turn the
mate.
heating down with you. Merry Christmas, everyone from Tottenham to West Ham. Our resident Spurs fan, Ronnie. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, mate. And that gap is quite close between us two.
Scraped a little win today, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly, against Everton. Hit the bar in the last minute. Everton should have had a goal probably that wasn't disallowed. Was disallowed, sorry.
Are we still sixth at the moment, or have we dropped down again? We're still sixth.
Luton did us a massive favour by beating Newcastle. If Newcastle would have got a point, then we'd have been back down to 7th. But went under the Hatters. They picked up all 3 points to the Geordie boys today. So that was good. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to float the first clue for guess the player. Kent, be ready. Right. So this is the only link to Christmas there is. So just take it as you can, right? This player was born one day either after or before Christmas Day. I'm not saying which. So he could have either been born on Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. I'm not expecting any of you to get it from that, but that is the guess the player. Hello, you all right?
Am I allowed to Google it?
Pardon?
Or we'll be there on our phones.
Am I allowed to Google it?
No, you're not. No, you aren't allowed to Google it. No.
All right then.
See, people. See, Mum's coming to turn the heating down now. Isn't that good? Yeah, very good.
I should think so. £300 a month. Most of your mum's electric bill comes out of your bedroom.
It does not. What
all these podcasts and all this heating and that.
Well, it's true. I've got to have a ring light on, and God knows how much that costs.
She can give you a jumper, mate, to keep yourself warm.
Oh, I told you not to say that. This is my jumper. Nigel, shut up. This is my jumper. It's just because I don't have a Christmas jumper. It's my jumper now, right? Listen, there's a whole box here. So basically, you can't see. Like, next to my desk, there's a whole, cabinet. And you'd think it's got my clothes in it. Oh, no, it doesn't. It's got all Mum's clothes in it. And it was there. So I'm classing it as mine.
Fair play.
Thank you very much.
What is it? Possession's 9/10 of the law.
I'd never had that, but I did now. Budgie, you've supported my claim. I commend you for it. Right, so Nigel, we'll go for both of you now. Budgie and Nigel, your favourite celebrations. I mean, Nigel's already sort of mobbed off the celebrations because it's too lower class for him. But if you were to pick any of these, what would you go for, lads?
Mine would be... Oh, go on, Budgie, first.
No, go on, carry on. Carry on.
I would go for the Maltesers.
Oh, very good. That means I'm one step closer to eating that at the end of the show.
I'll actually go through.
You're 2 steps closer because that's what I was going to go for as well.
I love it. Maltesers all the way, and hopefully Chris in a minute is going to go for Maltesers as well. Don't shake your head.
Can I just say something? Can everyone who you ask that question to please say bounty from now on?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right. What we're going to do now is we're going to bring Chris on in just a second. But we've got somebody here who's here for 2 seconds. And unfortunately, right, we've got an issue. It's for Spurs, so we're going to have to take the mic for 2 minutes. Is that all right?
That's not a problem. I'm sure I can find
let's take the mic. Jamie and Hugo, there's a Chelsea badge there. I don't mind that too much. That's a bit better, Spurs. Jamie, Hugo, how are you?
Hello, Jake. How are you, mate? We're well. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Are you just sort of looking down because West Ham, we're coming up at you a little bit?
We are. We obviously we would have won the league in October if we didn't have any injuries.
Here we go. Won the league in October, lost in December.
Premier League champions for October.
Yeah, Premier League champions. We won the league in October. We had a couple key injuries, but we're back, haven't we? We
Are you?
made easy work of that today. Back in the top four for Christmas. Back on top, aren't we, mate?
There we go. There we go.
Looking forward to it. Good result for you guys today, though.
It was very good. Always good to get one over there. The question I have to ask you, which I just asked two gentlemen here, out of a celebrations packet, what would you pull out first? What would be your first option? So you've got Galaxy, Mars, Twix, Milky Way, Bounty, Maltesers. What would you pick? Jamie first?
Oh, I'll go first, Paige. I'm going to go straight up Mars. Little mini Mars bar. Can't beat it. Classic.
We'll go Mars first. And Hugo, what would you go for, mate?
Galaxy.
Galaxy, I like that. I do.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. And I hope your dad's not, sort of forcing you to support Spurs. And there are other options, mate, because it is quite a, tricky life.
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
That's why he's sitting there with a Chelsea top on. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That is. That's brilliant.
Well, he'll chip in and get him a West Ham top.
Yeah. All good.
Yeah,
all
we
good.
run out of toys. Come to good use.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, very good, very good. Right, I'll add a Mars and I'll add a Galaxy to my list. Have a great Christmas, boys. Thank you very much for coming on.
And you have a great Christmas, and
Thank you
let's
very
see
much.
us in the league as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We'll
have
be
a
up near
terrible
you at some
season,
point.
mate.
See you soon. Thank you, boys. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Hugo. Right, we're now, unfortunately, lads, we're gonna have to drop down, down to the Championship. Honestly, I never thought I'd stoop so low. Chris from Leicester to I Die TV. I've missed taking the mick out of you. How are you?
How
are you, Chris?
Gentlemen? Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. How are you, mate?
I'm glad that our seat at the top table is being kept warm because we're going to be back there next month, probably at this rate.
I'm glad to hear it because I've missed taking the mick out of you twice a season. I have.
Yeah, I have as well because you always used to finish above us, didn't you? Apart from you did last season, but apart from that, when was the last time you did? I can't remember.
I don't know, Chris. To be honest, no comment.
Can I just say to that Spurs fan that was on, win it. Third in a 2-horse race, mate. What are you on about?
Very good, very good. We like all the Spurs slander we can get on here. So just talk us through very briefly. How's Championship life been?
Bloody brilliant.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's great. It's great to be winning again. That's the main thing, I mean, I know we've dropped down a division, but yeah, it's great to be winning again. And you know what, guys? You can celebrate a goal when you score.
I'll tell you what, let's talk about that. Nigel, Budgie. I went to Southampton last week.
I think I'll just nip to the toilet and have a piss while they decide what they're doing and come back, and then you can celebrate. No, the goal goes in. You look at the Lions person, see if he's got his flag up. If he hasn't, you celebrate. It's great.
There we go. I tell you what, it's refreshing, isn't it? Championship football, as much as I take the mick, Nigel and Budgie, it's refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
It is, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I must admit, I haven't seen any sort of championship games like live in the flesh, but I do get to see League 2 games because Crawley Town, where I live, they're in League 2 and they've been doing all right. So, I live about 200 yards away from the stadium. So I get down there every now and again.
Yeah, me and Tony get up to Gillingham. That's just up the road from us. So we've been on hills, haven't we? Yeah, so.
Yeah, and I went down to watch Southampton play Blackburn last weekend. Of course, Southampton are going to be trying to hunt you down, see what they did there. Foxes hunt Leicester, top of the league. I'm here all week.
Unfortunately.
Chris, you can shake your head all you like, but I mean, the jokes just keep rolling there.
Joe, let me know when they start. Southampton. I mean, look, I did a watch along for Leeds Ipswich, and Ipswich, to say that the second were awful, absolutely awful. Leeds, they just battered them. I think Ipswich might fall away. But look, I'm not, taking anything for granted. Yes, look where we are. It's fantastic. I wouldn't, I'd have been happy with 6 at the start of the season. So where we are is absolutely brilliant. But at the back of our mind, we think Burnley. We get promoted, and look what they did last season. Look what they're doing this season. But guys, I mean, you're 6th. I mean, how are you getting on with the nosebleeds?
Very funny, very funny. I tell you what, one thing I did want to discuss with you, Chris, before we go on to West Ham for a little bit, is there's been some links in the last few days before they drew to Sheffield United about Villa to that famous Leicester 2015-16 run. Now, I shook my head at it, and I can see you are too.
I mean, come on. I mean, they've got news pages to fill, haven't they? I mean, when it happens, then less. All right, but we were a team that the Christmas before were bottom. We were bottom of the league longer than any other team, and we survived. And then to go from that to winning the league, that's what makes it. If we'd gone from just staying up to maybe finishing 11th, 12th, and then 10th, and then gone on and won it, it wouldn't have been a story for us. Well, it still would have been, I guess. But it's the fact that we went from bottom one Christmas to top next Christmas. I mean, that's the story. I mean, Villa last season, they were mid-table anyway. So now it doesn't, it's they'll never take it away from us. They weren't 5,000 to 1 at the start of the season to win it. So,
wow,
but
true.
as always with Villa, they just hang on to our coattails. Teams in.
Oh, of course, there's that bit of rivalry in there between about 15 clubs in the Midlands, and some of you hate each other and some of you don't. Budgie, how are you rating the Left Till I Die Christmas studio? What do you think
Look
of
at
it?
that.
Sweet. What you want an actual rating, do you?
Out of 10, I do. Out of 10.
Out of 10, that's got to be a good 8.
It's
Got to be
solid.
a good 8.
It's solid. I mean,
that's a good 8. If not a 9, actually. I'm going to give him a 9 because look at the shirt in the background there, the one in the frame.
what, Madison, who's now at Spurs?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, but
that's why
no,
he was
but
cheap, 'cause he
I'm
was
talking
good.
about when he was good.
True.
He bought that last week for a tenner.
I'm going to be honest with you now, right? I got 100 quid off that because it's not centre. The 10,
It's not
if
what?
you look, the 10 is at one side.
Oh, so it's a
yeah.
dodgy then.
So it's got a certificate and all that, but I did get 100 quid off it for that. So, but no, one day when he's England captain, that might be worth a bit. Who knows? But this is my Santa's grotto. I've got
I like
an
I like the
table.
little-
I'm not going to tell you what he's doing.
Well, I'm not sitting on your knee, and there's nothing there I want.
I'll tell you what, I'm a bit worried. The first thing I heard when I came in was that Jake's wearing his mum's jumper. I mean, I knew it was going to be one of those shows.
Nigel, you plonker.
Look at that little Premier League trophy there. Look, I wonder how long Leicester are going to dine out on that.
I will be dead and I will still be dining out on that, mate.
We'll be European champions for the next 30 years.
Well,
Champions
exactly.
of Europe, we know,
and deservedly so, and so you should be dining out on it. Quite right.
Yeah, it's an achievement we should be proud of, actually, because
I
mean, we went through a long period with no success, or nearly men, like the 2006 final, etc. And to go out there and to go and do it without taking a loss, breaking the British record for unbeaten run in Europe, etc. I mean, come on, it's something we should be proud of, and it's something we should be dining out on, to be fair. I mean, I've been around since the 60s, and I've been supporting West Ham for all of that time. And, I have to be honest, I mean, I saw the 75 and the 80 FA Cup finals and the wins, obviously. And that was just amazing. But this last season, the Europa Conference League win, to me, that means as much to me as the Cup Winners' Cup win in '65.
Yeah,
the thing is as well is that the fact that you've won it last year, you can now dine out on that. You can stop dining out on winning the World Cup.
Oh, we could know that.
But the thing is, with the World Cup, it's undeniable.
Oh, it is
undeniable.
Absolutely.
It was the West Ham trio that created, the win.
I've lost my Snickers. Where's my Snickers gone? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look,
I've lost
They're in
it.
that basket, Jake.
Hey?
Washing basket. They're in that washing basket.
I bet your mum had it when she came in.
No.
I'm trying to work out what you do with all your mum's clothes in your bedroom.
No, they're in a box. I ain't got no say about
No,
it. They're just
they are
there.
in your bedroom.
It's all right, Mum. You can leave your clothes in my bedroom. I won't put them on at night.
No, exactly.
It's jumpers, for God's sake. It's jumpers and jumpers only.
What's happened to the lock on this door, Dad? Have you fixed it yet?
Like, I tell you what, yeah. And you won't write this. There's about a 10-second delay between this and what you say and what is blurted out on the TV downstairs. And collectively, I've just heard both of them laughing their absolute heads off at what you've just said, Nigel, which guarantees that you're now going to get a Christmas card in the post. There is
Hello,
jumpers.
Mr. Mrs. Cox. How are you doing? I mean, he is of that age now, isn't he? When he's starting to, explore and find
There's
his
jumpers in that box and nothing else.
Jumpers. Yeah.
Right.
Jake,
If you're
Jake's
gonna,
secret box.
right. If you're going to take the cut of me, why don't we put the collective age of everyone on this screen together and then divide it by 4 and see what we're dealing with?
Oh, dearie me.
I mean, that wasn't called for, was it? Really?
Well,
Really
no,
not.
you mean put together all the experience?
That's
Experience.
In the room.
Right.
That's the word. That's the word.
I mean, Jake is the, what question was it you didn't know about West Ham winning the quiz when you won the FA Cup or something? Something that he didn't know about his own team, and sort of thing that any decent fan would know whatever their age
fake,
was.
mate. It comes on, it's the fake.
Yes.
Jake the fake.
Then he's back, my apple juice back out.
He's really glad he's had me on now, Jake, hasn't he? Blame your dad.
Honestly,
It's your agent. Can I just say, and
Again-
again, look, you've gone over the top on your Christmas decorations, and I'm
I have. I know.
really,
They're
really
brilliant. Aren't
impressed.
they? They're brilliant. I mean,
Yeah.
what more do you want?
I
Absolutely.
mean, I'm surprised you haven't got your mum's underwear hung up behind you. But
Oh, yeah.
There's
Hold
jumpers
on.
in that box, and that is it. And God knows what's in. No, and then there's like a cupboard that I can never get to because this desk is here. And God
But
knows
you've
what's
tried
in
to
it.
get to it, though. That's
No,
the
I
point.
haven't.
You've tried to get to it.
I'm digging
You know,
myself a
that's
hole
Budgie,
now.
though. Is Budgie sat in front of a satellite dish there?
No. That's a picture of the top of the London Stadium. Look.
Proper
No,
stadium.
I know.
Hey?
I like your big mics, lads. I
Yeah,
love
a proper
that you guys have
athletic
got big
stadium,
mics.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Well,
of you are like,
what can I say, mate? Jealousy and all that.
right, moving on. Right, let's take some comments before I get rid of you lot because you're, taking the mick out of me. And I don't like it. We got lucky today, boys. Everton should have won. Yeah, they should have done. I don't know what
Wow.
he's saying, Chris.
And that's from a Tottenham fan.
There we go. There you go. Maltese to see. Peter knows. Luke, thanks for joining us. That Man United 11 today was terrible. It truly was. It truly was.
Nearly as bad as ours on Wednesday.
The lack of Snickers love is poor. I mean, we'll get Chris's verdict in a minute, but there is currently 1 Snickers, 2 Maltesers, 1 Mars, 1 Galaxy. So it's all tight. Currently, Peter says, how many of that Man United team we get into ours? We were having this discussion during the second half. 2, maybe 3 at the top. The Foxes. Oh, yeah, you rub it in my face, Nigel. Honestly, it's the best of the best. It's a creme de la creme, of course, but the Foxes are making the championship look easy. Enzo doing a great job. Is that your manager? I don't know. I don't really scroll down far enough.
Yeah, 6 days after lifting the Champions League trophy as part of the treble, he was signing on the dotted line at
I thought it was still Brendan Rodgers, to be fair, but
well, and then look, don't get jealous. We know you wanted him, really. All that Moyes talk that you had out, when you were struggling, and no, Moyes isn't any good, and Moyes should go, and then you went and won a trophy, and suddenly the sun shines out his bottom.
To be fair,
Certainly
Leicester have, like, when you think about the players that they've sold, the likes of Barnes and Maddison, they're really, really good players. And how have you found losing them?
I mean, we knew we were going to lose them. And I think even if we just somehow managed to stay up and, Everton hadn't cheated to stay up, I think they would have gone in.
Bitterness.
No, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
Yeah, you did.
No, they would have gone anyway. The fact that they made the decision that, we got 80 million for them both, 40 each, which isn't bad for a side that's got relegated. We've got our recruitment back on track. I mean, the players we brought in, everybody laughed when we said we bought Harry Winks, but he's the player of the season. He is literally the championship for Mike. He's won so many men of the match trophies. He runs that team.
Well, that's a new one. I've never heard of the Men of the Match trophy. When did that come out in the championship?
Well, your players aren't that good, Jake. Don't worry.
Oh.
I mean, look, what was it, Tony
Going
Cottee?
seconds leading goal scorer in the Premier League this season. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, well, I saw a picture of you on your dad's Facebook with Tony Cottee, was it? Because he won.
I don't look at Facebook.
Yeah, he
Tony
won
Cottee,
so
legend.
much. He won so much at West Ham, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't. But he won a trophy at Leicester. That's right.
I'm getting fed up at you. Right, let's move on.
He was telling me the other day how much he hated his time there.
Probably, yes. Probably. Fair play to him. No,
Right,
look, it's
question-
all banter, mate. Yeah, it's all
A question for Sir Jake. Do I go for a Dutch lager, Irish whiskey, French brandy, or a plethora, I like that word, of Von Rouge to watch the Mahusives on the Lord Lineker show later? I presume you're implying match of the day. And I think some Von Rouge, which I'm going to imply is wine, I think that would go down a treat. Red wine. Going down watching West Ham for the second time annihilate Manchester United in the space of a day on match of the day. Yeah, that's what I'd opt for, James, but it's completely up to you. Red card for Nigel. Honestly, he's had about 6 this week. Yeah, fake fan Jake. Was it you I saw at Liverpool on Wednesday, Nigel, or was that a ghost?
Oh, what that? Do you know what? I got tagged like as soon as it's Harvey Elliott shot wide, yeah. And then my phone went ping, 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 and about 20 of these photos come through of me and Una standing behind the goal with her going, "Oh," like that, and me and everyone saying, "Where did you get that stupid hat?"
I gotta find a picture of this hat now. Honestly, this hat made me chuckle. I mean,
You got
if
it from
kept
Deputy
warm-
Dog.
Pardon?
I bet you have got a picture of it as well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll find it. I'll find it.
I think, mate, that the guy that's wearing his mum's clothes is about to embarrass you with a hat. I think he's on very dodgy
It's a
ground.
quality hat, mate. He'll get one next. We can't see that. Yeah, there's the hat. Look.
Oh, we said
That's
that.
all right. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure it was cold. I'm sure you needed that hat.
Well, it was
If you're going to go logging,
so it did actually keep me warm.
if you're going to go logging in Canada, it's fine.
You wait, you see how many West Ham supporters wearing them hats.
All right, I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that. Right, I have got to move on. So, Chris,
Yes, sir.
celebrations. What are you going for?
Well, I just caught the last one, and I feel I like the underdog. Leicester is an underdog here.
Come on.
I feel like the ginger-haired one of the celebrations. I've got to go for a bounty.
Jesus, I am not eating that. That's for sure.
Yes, you got.
But Bounty 1. No, because if people have got a brain, they're not going to vote for Bounty. They're going to vote for either Maltesers or Galaxy.
I like the way he
I'm
called
not
it
going
the
to eat
ginger
it. You
hair
have.
one.
No, you're the one that's going to eat it, Jake, aren't you?
Yeah, but if Bounty doesn't get
Everyone's
enough
going
votes,
to
which
end up-
no.
and you've got
No,
to eat it
no.
online in front of everyone.
No, it's not going to be
Like a
Bounty.
toffee cream, innit? No one wants the bounty.
It's not going to be Bounty. I've dropped Twix on the floor. I've lost Snickers. Jesus
Honestly, do you remember when these shows used to have a good host?
Literally, yeah. Do you remember when there used to be quality and like professionalism here? Yeah, it's gone now. Chris,
What's
thank you
that?
very much indeed for joining me. I'm sure
Jake,
I will see you next
Jake.
season. Yes, Budgie. Yes.
Before you let him go, there's
Yeah.
a question in the chat from
Is there?
Happy Amaret for him. Yes.
Indeed. Where am I? There we go. Chris, is Daka Premier League quality? Very quickly, because I've got to move on. Is Daka Premier League quality? He seems to be a lot better in the Championship.
He played 27 minutes until 4 games ago. Now he scored 3 goals and got an assist in 4 games. Ask me again when he's played, 20 odd games, and you can judge him properly. It's only 4 games that we can
Fair
judge him
comment.
on.
Fair play. Chris, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
I will
Cheers,
see you
Chris.
next season, guys. Good luck to West Ham this season. And you're looking like you're going to be on for Europe again. So good luck, guys. Have a good Christmas, everybody.
Hey, Chris,
Cheers.
see you later.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Take
Greatly
care.
appreciated. And Budgie, I will allow you to have your final comment before I let you go.
Okay, mate. Yeah, just want to say how grateful I am that you've invited me on today. That was very kind of you. Well, in fact, it was your dad, but
Yeah,
we
I
won't
don't
go-
do any
we
of this.
won't
I
go there.
don't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all right.
But no, and it was nice to have something to look forward to when I got home as well, because I was at the game today,
Oh, good. Thank you very
and
much.
Yeah, so it was nice to have something to look forward to. So I didn't get too heavily into the pub.
Fair enough. Budgie, thank you very much
That's
indeed.
tomorrow.
It was a pleasure to see you. That's tomorrow. I like it.
And you, mate. Take care, and
Cheers.
best of luck to everybody. Take care of yourself, and
Thank you very
also
much.
to you, Nigel, innit? Nigel? Yeah.
Cheers, bud.
Take care. Nice to meet you, son. See you
See you
soon.
See you later. Thank you very much. Right, Nigel, we've got 2 more guests waiting in the wings, but before we do, I'm going to drop my next clue for the guest to play. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, go on.
I'm not ready because I haven't loaded it up on my phone yet. Right, so just to reiterate, if you weren't here, we're doing guest to player, a former West Ham player. If you get it right, you get thanks, and hopefully Kent's still here because he will get it. I'm going to do the second and third clue together because I've just realised it's not very good. Right, so the first clue is he was born one day either after or before Christmas Day. So this West Ham player, former West Ham player, was born either on Christmas Eve or Boxing Day. The second clue is he's not currently part of the West Ham squad, so he's a former player. And to add on to that, this will make it interesting. Are you ready, Nigel? There is a player with the same nationality as him in the current squad.
Well, that narrows it down.
It does, doesn't it? See? They're all weak. We'll come on to the next clue in about 10 minutes' time. But Kent, I'm expecting you to very quickly get that. So that's us up to date on guest to player. Just a couple of comments before we move on. Will Eddie Howe be in danger of losing his job? I don't think he'll be in next season. Put it that way. Happy Hamoret, thanks for joining us. I hope you are well. 6th at Christmas, when so much of the online fan base has done nothing but moan, dancing in the street at where we are. Last 16 in Europe, top 6 to amazing. Loving the positivity fight. I hope you are well. Merry Christmas indeed, Lee. Merry Christmas. I hope your bounty's a great chocolate. Controversy. Not for me. Not for me. Poundland used to do a good copy of Lindt chocolates, did they? I didn't know that. Our first guess, Chicharito, is incorrect, but I like it, Alvarez. Chicharito, I like it. You're sort of going down the right wavelength. There we go. He was unfortunately incorrect. To be fair, I'm pretty glad he's wrong because I can, drag it out a little bit longer later on in the show. Nigel, are you ready for our next 2 guests?
Yeah, sure. Bring them on.
Let's go. We're going to go to New Zealand first. All the way over there. I've got no idea what the time is. Andy, how are you? What's the time, mate? Merry Christmas.
Good, mate. It's 9:15 in the morning.
Oh, pleasant. So
Sunny.
that means
Is that Christmas Day or Christmas or
Christmas Eve?
No, is that Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Oh, Christmas Eve. So you're
24.
closer to us. Yeah.
We are 13 hours ahead of you.
There we go. So does that mean that you watched the game last night and you've been to bed and now?
No, I watched it in the morning because
Right.
you get Sky Sports over here, and they do like a replay, so they play it live and then they play it as a replay. So I got up 6 o'clock and watched it.
Oh,
Good game, though.
It was. We'll come on to it in just a second.
For us.
It was, yeah. And also joining us, Miss Hammett. Miss Hammett, how are you?
Hello, all right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for both waiting. Only one guess per clue. No, you can make as many guesses as you like because I don't think you're going to get it at this stage in terms of guess the player. If you get it now, I'll be incredibly impressed. Have you got any guesses from the panel? Nigel, you've been unmoved.
I'm just trying to think. From the current squad. Ludwig McCluskey.
Wrong. Oi, big boy. What's your name? I just have to do that. Right, firstly, a little bit about today's game. Miss Hammer, I'll come to you first. It was pleasant, wasn't it, in the end?
Awesome. Absolutely buzzing. I mean, it's good to have that, even though I'm still reading after the Liverpool. Yeah, we shan't mention that. Wasn't good. Nigel, you went up, did you? I've just seen your hat. I'd seen it before on Insta, actually.
Yeah, it was
Fashion icon Nigel, yeah.
It was, we went up. The worst thing is that the worst thing about the whole trip was like we've gone up for 2 days, so we went up and stayed up there, and then to spend all that money and expectations being high, 6,000 fans going up there on a Wednesday near Christmas. It's expensive, and it felt just like a real kick in the nadgers to see that team, and like
that lineup was
right
just
there, and it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Poor
Did
old
they
Jake.
come over? Did they come over and at least show appreciation for travel?
No,
everyone that travelled.
No, I was too embarrassed. But you know what? This is a occurring thing because We got tonked the other day at Fulham, and I was at that game, and they never even came over to us that day. It's like they're too embarrassed.
No,
And, you know, we supported them for the last 20 minutes when we was 5-0 down. And, you know, it's not right. You know, I spend a lot of money for
No,
this.
no, of course it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great. That was our opportunity for a domestic cup, but it is what it is. Look, we've got to win just before Christmas, and that's something we can celebrate. But it's not wasn't good though. That was it at all.
No, absolutely. Just to interject, a couple of guesses have come in for the guest of the player. Diafra Sacco is incorrect, but I like your thinking.
He scores when he wants.
He scores when he wants. Yeah, that was on the tip of my tongue as well, Nigel. See, we're on the right wavelength. A couple of people, you is incorrect. A couple of people going with Sacco. Kent's first official guess is Diafra Sacco. It is incorrect, so that's good. I've got past Kent's first guess, which I didn't think I would. So I'm quite happy about that one. Have we currently got a Senegalese player at West Ham? Because Diafra Sacco is Senegalese. Have we got a
Senegalese?
Because that's Sacco, so I don't know. I don't know. Right, all the guesses are flooding in now. De Canio, no. John Pansel, no. I've definitely heard of him. I should do. A question for you, Andy. What part of New Zealand are you from?
We're in Wellington, so we're bottom of the North Island.
Oh, there we go. Lovely.
But we've got supporters all over the place. They're up and down the country. There's Tauranga, there's Auckland. We've got people in Christchurch. We're all over.
Fair enough. And I tell you what, it looks like a pleasant day out there. Is that the sun creeping through?
Oh mate, yesterday 27 degrees. Today probably 28 in the shade. Swimming pools outside, getting warm. It's
all right. Don't need to rub it in.
Full on.
Don't rub it in. Jesus Christ.
Jingle bells.
Yeah, all right. It is currently where I am 10 degrees, so it's not too bad. Look at the guesses coming in now. Have any of you guys got any guesses?
No clue.
I'm milling things over in the head trying to think.
Okay, all right. I will let you do that, Nigel.
Are we on the right path with the Brazilian, perhaps?
You're not, no.
No, okay.
No. Reece Oxford is incorrect. Thomas Repka is incorrect. But I like to think
Hitzelsberger.
No. Joe Paulo Futre is incorrect. I'm sort of getting people here a little bit, thinking about it. This is what I wanted. See, I've done these things in the past and people have got it straight away. It's maybe like an idiot. But now, see, I'm actually quite proud of myself. But we'll move on to the chocolate of choice because I don't want to talk about football anymore. And then move on to mince pies. Miss Hammerette, your chocolate of choice out of the celebrations selection, what would you opt for first?
I was going to say Snickers, but you've lost it, haven't you? So I've got to go with.
Snickers.
Have you found it?
No,
okay.
I will find it. It's got to be a somewhere.
Right, I'm going to go Snickers. I've got to go Snickers. It's got to be.
Bounty.
Two for Snickers.
No,
Nigel, shush. Shush, Nigel. Snickers now 2, so it's tying now with Maltesers at the top of the table. Andy, don't disappoint me.
Is this out of a selection box, is it?
It is. Oh, yeah, sorry. So you've got Galaxy, Twix, Maltesers, Bounty, Milky Way, Snickers. I'm missing one as well.
Bounty for sure.
Nigel's face.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's right. Bounty now drawing at the top. Yeah, all right.
Bounty no.
Brilliant. That's all right. I may conveniently lose the Bounty if that's all right. Nigel.
No chicken still then.
No, I won't. I won't if I can help
it.
It's
the Taste of Paradise, Jake. Didn't you know that?
Is it? Yeah. Who told you that?
They came in search of paradise and found it. They came in search of paradise and they found it.
Somebody sent me up a Snickers. Well, Dad's just walked up the stairs. And
Snickers ain't even real. It was a marathon. It's just a made-up name.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Marathon.
What am I supposed to know that? I'm 16.
It's it's fake, Jake.
Is it?
Mm.
Oh,
a fake marathon.
Like me, because I'm a fake fan. Because I wear my mum's Christmas jumper. It's not my mum's, it's mine. It's quite nice, but it's flipping hot in here. I don't know why I'm rolling about it now. It is flipping hot in here. Right, let's take some more of your guesses, shall we? Reno Tevez, although Lanzini is left. No, incorrect. Diamante, incorrect. Yeah, Lanzini. Clyde Best is incorrect. Oh, I'm getting people there. Sid Puddlefoot. Peter, come on, let's have some, some Educated guesses. So educated. Bounty is the moist of chocolates. Comment of the night. Comment of the night. Miss Hamrat, do you agree?
Yes, 100%. I hate them. They're horrible things. Horrible chocolates. Matt loves them. Matt loves Bounties. Eat everything at well, I don't eat everything else, but I eat a lot of it, and I always leave the Bounties and they've gone. He loves them.
Now I've lost another one. Now I've only got 7. There must
I'll
be
eat
one on
them.
the floor.
I'll eat them when the tin's empty.
Yeah, last option.
You get about
Oh,
10 o'clock and you
that's
make
the
a cup of
last
tea
option.
and you shake the tin. There's only Bounties in it, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Like eating a trial on Celebrity, wouldn't it? Eating
I'm the
Bounty.
celeb.
Not eating one of them widgety grubs.
Oh dear. James says, I used to give the Auckland Hammers whenever I passed a 5-second honk, whatever time of the day or night a couple of decades ago. I'm a nice guy. There we go. See, James, see? Small world, eh? Small world. I mean, I've got no idea how big New Zealand is, but Auckland, is that remotely close to you, Andy?
Same land mass as the UK.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
It's just
Learn
split
something new
into
every day.
2 islands.
Oh, I did not know that. See, you
I
learned
didn't
something
know
new.
that, actually.
No.
I know they filmed Lord of the Rings there.
Yeah, just
Course you
outside here, Wellington.
What, outside
Cool.
the
No
window?
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't you see
right
a
out
couple
there.
of walks?
I
There's
thought
a
I
couple
saw
of walks just drifting by.
Mordor in the background there.
Just there.
There's a couple of walks in the tree.
I thought that was the Ents, mate, in your back garden.
Oh, dear.
No.
Go Bounty, yes, lad. Bounty is the moist of chocolates. Love or hate it. Right,
I'd
Happy
say
Hammer
Turkish
is.
delight. Turkish delight is the moist of chocolate, surely.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I
How
like
long
a
ago?
Turkish delight. I
Bit of
love.
taste.
You know what? I used to get them, and I used to eat all the chocolate of them. So you just all the chocolate off of them. So you just had like the red bit, and then eat the red bit.
Okay.
No, that's
How
a bit
long
crap.
ago?
No,
Says
it's a true
Happy.
story.
Says Happy Hammer. How long ago? I'm assuming she's on about the guest player. I
Mm.
could give you a really big clue now. Shall I? Shall I be nice?
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
In the London Stadium era, is what I'll
Oh.
say, which should make it a little bit more accessible. So I will reiterate the clues that I've already read out. I won't read out another one. That I'll just count that as a clue because I'm making this up as I
Zaza.
go along. Incorrect, but you're in the right way. See, Zaza, you've got to think about the nationality. So he was born either on Christmas Eve or Boxing Day, not part of the current squad, but in the London Stadium era. There is a player. Incorrect. There is a player with the same nationality in the current squad to the player that I'm thinking of. Arnautovic is incorrect. See, guesses are flooding in now. So a player in the current squad's nationality is the same as the player that I'm thinking of in Guess the Player. Has that got any more of your minds thinking, churning around? Any guesses, people? No.
First team, JK. First team.
Pardon? He
First
did play in
team.
the first team, yeah. And the
How about Seb?
No.
No.
See, Dad doesn't even know. I didn't even tell Dad about this, so he's guessing as well. Oh, he's got it. There we go. Kent's got it.
Ah.
Sofian
Kent's-
Faguli is the
Oh,
man
mate,
to guess the player.
He was,
Of course.
he was Turkey. What was he? What nationality? I can't remember.
Algeria.
Algeria, of course he was.
Rama. So let's just reiterate
Rama.
everything about it. So the clues that I was going to.
It was actually, he's got it wrong because it was Fegoli and not Figoli.
Don't be nitpicking, Nigel. Right, so the clues that I was going to progress with were this player has played in the Champions League in the past. That was my 4th clue. My 5th clue was this player made 27 appearances for the Hammers, scoring 4 and assisting 3 goals. His spell in East London lasted just 1 season between 2016 and 2017. So the Christmas link to all of this is because Sofian Faguli was born on Boxing Day, the 26th of December, 1989, and that is in fact because there is not one player in West Ham semi-recent history that has been born on Christmas Day. So you learn something new every day. He left the club in 2017. He is Algerian. Of course, Saïd Penrahma is part of the squad currently. So that gets that right.
Weren't Arsenal centre forward? Weren't Arsenal centre forward born on Christmas Day?
It's on fire. So yeah, Torre, Mum's gone Noble, Carol. Well done. A plethora of well done Kents in the chat.
Yeah.
Kent, I wish I had a prize for you. If I could, I'd give you whatever chocolate you wanted out of this, but unfortunately I can't. Ken, I knew if you were going to be in the chat, you'd get it, and you certainly did. You certainly did. I think he scored in his first and last game for the club. I haven't got a clue, but Ken, I'm sure you're right. You are mental, Ken. Honestly, just a machine. And Ken
Knowledge.
seals the deal.
It's amazing.
Oh, his knowledge. Fat says, isn't Sofiane Feghouli from France? He was French, but he changed allegiances to Algeria a few years ago. Send Kent the bounties. Kent, very good indeed. Right, so that's ended my fun in terms of guess the player. Next up is mince pies. Nigel, I haven't asked you this yet. Mince pies, yes or no?
They are a massive no from me.
Yes, Nigel, my favourite part.
I've always, because they ain't mince. And whatever it is they put in it ain't very nice. But I did go out the other night and I was really hungry and they had some wine and they had mince pie, so I just ate one anyway, even though I didn't like it.
There we go.
But no, they're a big no.
Andy?
Yeah, big yes for me. Love them.
I bet you
Bit
like
of
a bit of
cream.
Christmas pudding too.
Yeah, bit of clotted cream beside it.
Right, so
I
currently
like
we've
the
got
little,
two.
I like
so
the
we've got
little
two
ones,
mince
you know,
pies.
the tiny wee ones.
But there's two
Did
mince
Mr.
pies.
Kipling make 'em?
Yes, Mr. Kipling. What
Mr.
Christmas puddings?
Kipling's mince pies.
Oh, mince pies. Oh, right. Yeah. Of course. Right. Mince pies. I've got two yeses currently, and me and Nigel are saying no. So currently it's a level game. So at this current moment in time, halfway through the show, Miss Hammer, you now have the deciding vote going into the advertising break, which isn't a break. I'm just going to keep going, but it sounds good. Is it a yes or a no, Miss Hammer?
I really like mince pies. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So it's 3-2.
Matt calls them flies in pastry. I'm not overly fond of the shop bought mum's own baked mince pies. They're bang on.
Oh, I see. There we go. Kent's on the right wavelength with me and Nigel. Kent knows no to mince pies directly in the bin, same as Christmas pudding. Kent, that is superb. Superb. Owie was the turncoat like a certain former captain of the champions of Europe. No comment. Happy I'm I only like the cream and the pastry. The filling can do what mince pies are great. Says Fat See, it gets debate going. It makes conversation. Andy and Miss Hammer, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. Have a very Merry Christmas, both of you.
Thanks for the invite. Cheers, Jake. Cheers, Nigel. Have a great Christmas. See you later.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah.
Nigel, if you need to go, just tell me.
I'll go in about, give me 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes. I'll pass. We'll let you go. Right, we've got one more guest coming up. But before that, Nigel, do you know what time it is?
No.
It's time for a joke.
Oh, no.
It is time for a joke. Right.
Have you just pulled another cracker?
Right. I have. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. Why did Santa's helper see the doctor?
No, go on.
Because he had a low self-esteem.
Oh, God. Is that just a bit of tumbleweed gone behind you there, mate? I don't know, blowing behind you there. Bit of tumbleweed just blew behind you. I don't know.
No, honestly, this website, 111.
Look all the laughing faces in the chat, Jake. That tells you how bad that joke was.
Piling through, aren't they? Exactly. Oh, Budgie, did we not ask you? Sorry, my vote is a resounding no to mince pie, so it levels things back up again at 3-3. Come on. 3-3. Right, let's fire through the rest of these comments. I can't see the point in mince pies. I can't see the point in mince pies. I'm here all week. I can't.
James is definitely on the bong there with that. I reckon.
I can't see the point. You've lost me, James. Has he lost you as well, Nige?
Yeah, mate. I'm done there. Well, I don't understand that one.
Okay, James, you'll have to elaborate.
The bong's taking effect.
Jake Cox, king of the conversation starter. I'll take that. Thank you very much, Fad. What did Jake put on his Christmas letter to Santa? Right, the best reply to that wins a prize. Nigel, I'll let you think about it because we've got another guest coming on. Jake is sprucing things up.
Please, I know what it was. Please Can
Here we
I have
go.
a Christmas jumper so I don't have to wear my mum's?
My mum's. Yeah, I could, yeah. I literally said it out as you said it. Think of something original. Come on. Right, let's get our next guest on. Plenty going on at their football club this current moment in time. Lost to Bournemouth at home today. Rich is a Nottingham Forest fan. Rich, how are you?
I thought
Mate,
you
how
had
you
red
doing?
hair then, Rich, for a minute. It's an app. I thought you had your hair dyed red.
No, it's yeah. I've just got back. I just walked in the door.
I've got to say, I went to a lot of grounds last season, you know, and I think that the best ground I went to last year for atmosphere was the City ground.
I echo that. It was brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Really, really good support there, mate. I was impressed.
Yeah, it's been a bit dead the last few weeks, so it's not been quite so. Today was a bit quiet. Obviously, they've run out of chance now. Steve Cooper's gone. They've got to come up with something else.
What, they run out of that chant?
Yeah,
Steve
the one
Cooper's
chant
army.
we had for Steve
Did
Cooper.
you know Depeche Mode have started touring again because of you lot?
Who?
Depeche Mode.
Oh, Depeche
You don't
Mode.
get that
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
do
that
ya?
one. Yeah, it doesn't get played very much this season because it only gets played when we win.
Right, just before we come on to the festivities in Nottingham Forest, a couple of comments. Right, Cockney slang, Jake, mince pies, eyes.
Oh, right, of course.
Well, Nigel's a Cockney lad, I'm not. So
I'm not. I come from originally from Chatham, mate. You're not a Cockney if you come from Chatham.
You're not. I don't know. I come from
No.
Somerset, so I'm the complete opposite. So
I get called a Cockney every time I go up north because they say you just sound like one.
well, yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Right, a couple of comments. 3 points at home against Manure, being the best United side in the country. Yeah. Right, so let's see what you're saying. What did Jake put on his Christmas list? So there you go. More ladies' clothes. You're not funny. You're not funny. YouTube plaque for Christmas. Fathead, you've lost me. YouTube plaque for Christmas, Maeve. Got to be coming soon. Fathead, you must elaborate because you've lost me. Harsh Red Telly for us. We'll come on to that in a second. All Jake wants for Christmas is 2 tickets to Sheffield United. Now we'll be there. Don't worry. My Carlos Tevez mask will be there. Nigel, I will buy you a Carlos Tevez mask if you haven't got one.
I did have one actually the last time we went there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but actually, that was when Rice apparently handballed it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was awful. Yeah.
There we go.
That was a bad trip.
Let's talk about Nottingham Forest. A hard red today and a disappointing defeat where I expected a new manager bounce. Steve Cooper sacking, Nuno Espirito Santo coming in, and the defeat today. You've got a minute to wrap it all up, Rich.
Bad refereeing and VAR in one sentence. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, the performance was better, but the reffing was shocking. I haven't seen the handball incident, but a lot of fans were saying it was inside the box. But the disappointing thing with that was, surely VAR came up and said incident was outside the box. But if it was handball, that's fair enough. But should we have a free kick at that point? Is that the rule on that? They don't give the penalty for handball, but it's handball outside the box. Surely that's a free kick. But we didn't get anything at all.
It's bizarre.
I'm not sure what the rule is on that. But
there's been some bad reffing this season for sure.
Yeah, I mean the second yellow, the guys had it on their phone straight away at the ground.
Yeah.
And he won the ball and was stamped on himself, and the guy sent him off for a second booking. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And then you're on the back foot, aren't you? So, but yeah,
you did score first, though, didn't you?
Say again.
You did score first, though, didn't you? Alanga scored, didn't he? When you was down to 10 men, Alanga scored.
Yeah, we scored straight after the break.
Yeah, I was listening to
it. And they had a 15-20 minute spell where they were really good. Got 2-1 up, then we got back. And then I think it was a couple of minutes from the end they scored.
I heard it was some worldly header he scored or something, wasn't it?
I don't know about a worldly. A couple of nice sort of flicks, but that was good crosses that weren't closed down really. I wouldn't say it was a worldly header, just a nice flick, beat the keeper. Yeah, but it was all right. I mean, I came away not too disappointed because we were 10 men and there was a point in the second half where we could have won it, to be honest.
Just some thoughts on the sacking of Steve Cooper and the replacement of Nuno Espirito Santo. What have you made of that, mate?
Well, I think it was just a matter of time for Steve Cooper, really. You know, that sort of record, most referees would be under pressure, wouldn't they? You know, 1 in 13, two away wins in 27. You know, it's and I think he sort of didn't help himself with some of the lineups, and he just never really seemed like he knew what his settled 11 and formation was going to be. And I think in the
Are
end,
you happy though, mate? Are you happy with the appointment?
Yeah, I think I am really. I would have liked Lopetegui myself. I watched Lopetegui after they took over at Wolves last season when they came to Forest, and they played some really, really good football. You know, it's like Villa really when they went up with Dean Smith. They're not really pining after Dean Smith, are they? And he got them up. Steve Cooper got us up. He's got this sort of legendary status, but you know, he just won his promotion. I mean, lots of managers have done that.
He ain't no Brian Clough, is he?
Well, you'd say that, and that's what I say. But a lot of Forest fans have put him in the same bracket, which is a ridiculous statement.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
You know.
So would you be
He's
fair to
got
say there's sort of a
promotion.
divide in the fan base? Obviously, there was that video that did the rounds of after the 5-0 defeat to Fulham, where he went over the end and put his hands up, and the fans were singing his name and that Steve Cooper Army chant, whatever it is, and there seemed to still be unity there. Then, but the question I would ask, and we do a Premier Vantage every week, and we sort of discuss this, is Forest are very minimal, would you say? Risk of going down this year? I don't think if Steve Cooper would have stayed there, you'd have gone down. Do you think it would have been better to see it out to the end of the season and then reassess, or did you think it was warranted for an urgent action to be taken?
It's one of those, isn't it? It's how long do you leave it?
Right.
Before, I mean, with Luton winning today, I think if they win their game in hand, we're in the bottom 3.
Right.
So we didn't quite have the gap that everybody thinks we've got. But he just didn't look. If you could see that there was a plan and an 11 and it was starting to work, which it sort of was, you know, against Palace and Brentford, you could see the new signers starting to gel. Then we beat Villa, and then we played you guys. And I thought up to 2-1, I thought at that point we looked like we were going to win it. And then we fell apart after the quick equaliser. And there was a bit of decent football being played, but after that game, it's just gone to pot really, and we couldn't really see where he was going with it.
No, that's fair enough.
Blame West Ham, mate. Blame West Ham.
Yeah, exactly. Most people do. Most people do. Right, let's go on to Christmas festivities then. If you were to pick out of a celebrations packet or a tub or a tin or whatever, the first one you'd pick out, which one would it be, Rich?
Bounty.
A bounty?
Is that in there?
He said a bounty, Jake, yeah.
Yeah, Nigel, be quiet, mate. Right, bounty now unbelievably takes the lead, which is steering more to the fact of me having to eat a bounty live on air at the end of the show. I don't think I've ever eaten a bounty in my life.
You don't like bounty?
And you haven't lived, Jake.
What's the matter with you?
Right, so currently the scores on the doors are Bounty 3, Snickers 2, Maltesers 2, Mars 1, Galaxy 1. So as things stand,
I swear I said bounty and not Maltesers.
You said Maltesers, and I flipping wrote it down, Nigel. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. And the final question, Rich, I have for you is mince pies, yes or no?
I'm 53 now. I'm sort of done with mince pies, if I'm honest.
Oh, there we go. That suits me.
53? Did you have a 14-mile paper round?
Blimey, Jesus Christ. Says the 30-year-old looks 65.
You know what? Funny enough, right? So I said to Una, we're getting married in 8 weeks' time, and I said I'm going to just grow the beard and the hair until the day before. So it's like it's really hard. I don't know because you're not like that. So
when are you going to start growing the hair then?
Well, I got it cut really short a little while ago, and I'm just gonna grow it. I'll end up looking like a tramp, to be fair, in 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
You should have started earlier. You could have been Father Christmas, couldn't you?
Exactly.
Didn't you, Nigel? Am I dreaming? Or at some point did you have it like really short, like almost like a buzz cut? Was that me dreaming? Or
no, I got that tattoo. Do you remember after the
Prague?
I got the tattoo in after Prague on my head, and I thought, right, I'll cut it just so I can see it. And then, but when the hair grows, you can't see it. So yeah. I did have it cut very short. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, right. Let's take some final comments. Nigel, you want to go and watch the boxing? That is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for being my co-host for 1 hour and 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Nigel, thank you very much indeed. Have a very Merry Christmas, mate. Thank you for everything you've done for us this year, and I will see you Sheffield
Will you
United
see me
away.
at Arsenal? Are you going to Arsenal?
No, we're not. We're not.
Okay.
Sheffield United away.
Okay. I'll see you. I'll see you about.
So
All right.
see you. Cheers, Nigel. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, hang on. What was that?
No, I didn't say anything.
Go on. No, spit it
Get
out.
up the Forest. I want Forest to stay up because I like the ground.
Yeah, so do I. So do
Yeah,
I. Right, Nigel, you're not coming on for a few weeks. You're banned after taking a mick out of my jumper. So just take note of that.
When,
right?
when I come back on, you'll think it's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks out of Castaway.
Oh, okay. I've got that. That analogy is just lost on me. But okay. Nigel, cheers, mate.
All right, see you later.
Cheers.
There was a chuckle when I mentioned Sheffield United, Rich. Why was that?
It's a long way to go to Sheffield United, isn't it?
It's true. It's true.
It's a
I don't drive.
lane. So. But you know, you got to go, haven't you?
You do. And
is that the first time?
The first time I'm going there, yeah.
Up to there,
yeah.
I've never been, but you know, it's Sheffield, isn't it?
True, very true. I am looking to get it ticked off because I've got 4 grounds that I haven't ticked off in the Premier League currently, and Sheffield United is one of them. So I've got Fulham, Brentford, Burnley, and Sheffield United. We didn't go to Burnley, but Sheffield United is the one to tick off. Rich, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and
good
you,
luck
mate.
to Forest. Good luck to Forest.
Cheers, and you.
Thank you very much. Just the man I was after. Just the man. See, when I was looking on my own, when I was all alone, here he is, Mr. Hello, mate. How are you?
Oi, oi, Savaloys.
You right?
Yeah, buzzing, mate. Buzzing, you?
I'm just flipping out wearing this Christmas jumper. It's hot in
Mate,
here.
I know, look. I'm forever blowing bubbles, mate.
Well, no, we're forever blown. No,
yeah,
just
you know what I mean. No, you know what I mean.
Cheap off eBay, I get it. Yeah.
No. It's an official number. It's an official number.
Right. Is that what you tell them?
Yeah. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Buzzing with that result today.
Very
good.
Oh, headphones.
Oh man.
Very good. What did you make of it?
Listen, first half was tough. Man United and West Ham kind of nullified each other, really. We never tested their defence. We never tested Onana. We never tested Evans. There were several times in the game that Evans was able to drag the ball and travel with it for 40, 50 yards unchallenged, unmarked. And that was a concern. Obviously, that was a concern. But the little tactical change that happened for the second half worked wonders. I thought we had a really good first 10 minutes and then we backed off and allowed Man United to come back into the game. But Man United weren't great. And then eventually, just, with that front three that we've got, anything can happen. And that's really quite exciting, the prospect to that front three. I love the fact that Paqueta says, I'm just going to ping that ball forward, anticipating that Kudus and Bowen will do it. And twice, that's exactly what happened. So it's such a weird, surreal season, isn't it? Because
strange, isn't it?
We're 6th and some of the performances haven't been great. Some of the performances have been. I'm the half glass full West Ham fan. But
it only took you 90 seconds to get that in there.
Well, I know, but it's true though. It's true though. And yeah, so listen, we all want better performances. I'm giving you the players interview because this is what they all say. We all want better performances. We all want this. We all want that. Of course we do. And if you listen to Jared Bowen's interview after the game, he really strongly rams home the whole kind of we're in the results business side of things. So it's true, but you want to be entertained at the same time as well. Equally though, once bitten, twice shy, you get so concerned, don't you, about change? And I think that's where I'm at. I'm just so concerned. I'm worried, and there's no guarantees in life, is there? So, but anyway, we beat Man United. Man United didn't look like themselves. They were not the typical unit that they've been in the past. And that's, just like West Ham and Man United have maybe switched positions right now. It's not a bad position for West Ham to be in. No,
it's good. It's good. And we're start 6th in the league at Christmas, and I'm a little bit about it, to be honest with you. After that on Wednesday, I was coming into the game for the first time. I'll be honest, for the first time in a while where I was just like, we could do without this game, to be honest with you. And then, in the last 20 minutes, it was a spirited display, and we managed to get over the line, and a bit of happiness and confidence was instilled in it. Maybe it was because I got home at 4:45 a.m. on Thursday morning, which probably didn't help the situation too much, Anton, if I'm being totally honest.
No, listen, mate. Credit to you for traveling to the game. I tried to get 2 tickets for it, and do you know what? In the end, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I would have taken Freddie to the game. It would have been a long day. It would have cost a solid more than a few hundred quid to just get there and back. Freddie wants to watch the game with me, so I let him watch the first half, even though we were down 1-0. He said he wants to watch the full game. I actually at halftime said no, like, you're going to bed, because I knew we weren't ready for
the way
a
it was
ride.
going.
Absolutely, and I think we all did. Made the right decision there as well. At the end of the game, I haven't been that angry for such a long time. And yeah, I was probably the same as you, mate. Probably most West Ham fans were the same going into the game today. But we are West Ham, and we've won a game, and it's softened the blow slightly, but nowhere near. It softened the blow. That's probably the best way to say it. It softened the blow. The performance of the night's unforgivable. The fact that we've given up that cup competition is unforgivable. But if anything, hopefully it gives West Ham the drive now to go, do you know what? After that reaction from the fans and this and that, like, we go hell for leather and try and do what we need to do. Listen, we can't, as much as people have complained and stuff like that, it's tough not to defend. It's tough to defend performances, but it's tough not to defend where we are.
No, it is, and when you look at it on paper, and that's the frustrating thing about when you listen to TalkSport, you listen to Sky, and they all go, "Well, you can't do this, you can't be criticizing this. Look where you are. You're in this, you're in that, you're in this league position, you're in this cup, you're doing this, you're doing that." But at the end of the day, I think it's drained a lot of West Ham fans, and it's sort of created a divide in the fan base. And I think the fan base, and social media is always a toxic place, but I think it's become quite nasty over the last few months, purely down to the frustration about how dull it's been. And look, this is a Christmas show, so that's all I'm going to say.
I know, absolutely. But at the end, I mean, listen, not everything's as gravy as people want it to be, and at the end of the day, we're going into Christmas, mate, in the top 6. I mean, what an achievement! 30 points after, is it 18 games? Is it 18 games?
Something like that. Yeah.
Mental.
Let's bring Budgie in. Budgie, how are you?
Budgie!
Oi. Do my headphones a favour, you Anton. You plonker. Budgie's rejoined us. Budgie, how are you? Thanks for coming back.
That's all right. I've been over the pub, and I've got a few more votes for the chocolates for you.
Oh, have you? Well,
yeah, I've got 9. I've got 9 votes for you.
For what?
But they're all for bounty.
Right. You were probably unaware. What I'm going to do is I'm going to. So we did guess the player earlier on, where I went through a load of clues and about a former West Ham player. Guess in the chat who got it.
Oh well, I wonder if his name begins with K and ends in R.
Kent Hammers, of course.
Yeah. Or is it Hammers? Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he got it. Sofian Faguli, what a player he was. That was.
You know what? Faguli was he was the one that I was a bit more annoyed than any of them that left. Yeah, happy Nordveit left. Happy Gokantor left. Happy blah blah blah. Zaza, yeah. Oh my God, Zaza. Oh my God. But Gokantor, Sofian Faguli, he scored a couple of decent goals. And I thought there was a decent player in there, but anyway, we've moved on from that. So
celebrations. If you're just opening a box, what will be the first one you put out, Anton?
It's tough, man. It's a choice between 2.
Yeah, I want one.
It's tough. I'm going to give you my first choice between 2, and then I'm going to have to decide. So it's either Maltesers or Bounty. And I honestly think, I genuinely think it's Bounty.
I love those. Right, so now the current standings of our celebrations Christmas topping table, I just made that up, is unbelievably Bounty 4, Snickers 2, Maltesers 2, Mars 1, Galaxy 1. I don't even think I've got 3 more guests to come on. No wonder they all say something different than Galaxy. Honestly, it's just turning into an absolute nightmare. So my punishment now is if Bounty wins,
that's not punishment, mate.
I've got to eat a Bounty.
Reward. You've been given You'd be
I've
given a
got a
reward.
bounty live on it. I've never eaten a bounty in my life, and all I've heard is bad things until tonight.
I think you need to open up one.
Oh
right
no,
now
they're
and
wonderful.
get in that
Actually,
knife.
they are really
Very
good.
good.
Someone's
Very
hang
good.
on. Someone's coming up the stairs.
I think you need to fire one straight in that
Oh, she's
mouth, mate.
chucking more up here. More flipping bounties. You're not funny.
That's it. Yep.
You're not funny. I've got 3 bounties here now.
Oh,
Hold on a minute. I'll ask Freddie. Freddie, what would you eat?
Yeah, come on,
bounty
Freddie.
or a bounty or Maltesers? Bounty.
Well, I'm not writing that down.
Joey,
That's
what do you
simple.
want? Bounty. Mila. Bounty. I've got loads of people here, by the way. I can keep going.
No, that's fine.
Harry.
Don't worry.
Bounty.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's it? Am I interrupting a pre-Christmas family gathering?
No. Yeah, actually,
Sure?
we're having a Christmas dinner, and I thought, screw the dinner. I'm going to come through and chat to you. The West Ham
That's very nice
Unofficial.
of you. That's very nice of you. That is very nice of you. Right, let's take some comments and then let's get somebody who looks very like Andy Carroll on. Most of you know who that is. Right.
Was that Adam
comments.
Frankel?
There's only one ginger Andy Carroll.
There is only one ginger Andy Carroll, and he's nodding his head at me. Even my brandy is half full. Top up time. Yeah. My glass is empty.
What have you got in there?
Anybody?
Chicky Prime.
I'm on the tea.
Prime? Do you think I'm 6 years old?
A little bit.
You don't Franco, you are. No, I was drinking some posh apple juice, but my glass is empty. That's just a small sort of push to anybody downstairs who wants to bring the bottle up. I'm joking. It was a long day / night at Liverpool. It certainly was. It's always a pleasure when we beat Manure. It's getting stingy in his old age, but at least I've got no idea what you're about there, James. I reckon that bong, as Nigel said earlier on, is fully in fruition. Is that a word? Fruition? Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
it is.
Wait up. I don't want it all over my laptop, mind. Right, and that's what I can do it. Don't worry.
What is that you've got?
Apple juice, posh. Somerset apple juice from the
Yeah,
apples.
oh
in
yeah,
Somerset.
Somerset apple juice. Yeah,
It's
we
a
know
little
all
fruit shit.
about that stuff.
Little fruit shit.
It's not. No, it's got a fancy bow on it and all that. Look at that.
Yeah, mate,
Thanks,
we
man.
know all about apple juice from Somerset.
Yeah, you got old apple
Oh, we
juice. from
certainly
Somerset.
Staggering everywhere.
Somerset.
Merci beaucoup, mother. Right. Let's take some of these comments. Galaxy.
Sorry, look at the comment. Oh,
What?
God.
Curly whirlies.
No, the next one. Steve Taylor.
Even in Jake Budgie and Anton, Moyes' son.
No.
Jake on the scrumpy. Jake on the non-alcoholic apple juice. It is cloudy apple juice. And it's very nice too. So cheers. What are we drinking, gentlemen?
Well,
Have a
I'm
drink.
drinking tea. Well, I was.
Where are you all day, though, Budge? Where are you all day?
Well, actually, do you know what? I was a good boy.
Oh yeah, good point today.
I had one train beer,
Right.
which was a can of Stella,
Ooh,
and then I had 2 pints before the game in the Carpenters. Then I went and met up with Craig Forrest's daughter and her partner and sorted their tickets out for them because I helped them get some tickets. And then I went back to the Carpenters after the game and had a pint then, and then got on the train and come home. So I've had like 4 pints today. So I've been a good boy.
Oh, we've actually got another guest coming for you, Jake.
Oh, have we? Oh.
Yeah. So come here.
Was it Russ?
This is Mila. Mila, hold on. Let's put it in. Right.
Hi,
Jake's got a
Mila.
question for you. Hold on a minute.
Oh,
Where's
fell
mine?
out.
Oh.
Where's Mila? Let me
Come
put
on,
it in.
Anton. Professionalism.
Right, hold on a minute. Jake's got a question for you.
Professionalism.
Oh, you need to ask the question. Answer the question. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Say, come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.
Hi, Mila.
Right, your mate.
Right, so
Right.
Mila, I've got a box of celebrations here. So when you get the
Sweeties.
celebrations chocolate, which would you pull out first? Which would be your first choice? Galaxy, Milky Way, Maltesers, Twix, Snickers, or Bounty?
Maltesers.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
That's the official one. She's the official one. Right, what do you say? Say, come on, you irons.
Come on, you irons.
This
Thank you
one
very
has
much.
been seen West Ham live. Who's your favourite West Ham player? Tell everyone.
Mike Morwell.
Mark Noble. There we
Martin
go.
Noble. She
There
loves
we go.
Mark
Love it.
Noble.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Say bye.
Right, that has narrowed the deficit now. That has narrowed the deficit. And Mike Hatcher is right here, and I know he's not going to go for a bounty. I've got confidence that he's not going to go for a bounty. Mike's got no idea what we're on about. He's looking incredibly bemused. Mike, I'll explain in a minute, mate. You're shaking your head. It won't be bounty. It won't be bounty. Surely not. Right. So we're now at Maltesers 3, Bounty 4, Galaxy and Mars 1, and Snickers 2 in a completely disbundled order. Oh, right. Budgie, I'm going to say farewell to you for a final time. Thank you very much indeed.
No problem at all. Thank you.
I'll speak to you soon, mate.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll chat to you soon, Anton.
Yeah,
and
no worries.
you as well, Jake. Anytime you need me, mate, get your dad to give me a shout, yeah?
Thank you very much. Merci. Thank you, Budgie. Have a great Christmas, mate. Anton, are you staying or going?
I'll stay for a couple more minutes, mate.
Okay.
Unless you don't want me to.
No, that's fine. You stay. You stay. I like having royalty here. But I've got more subscribers.
Caught you off guard.
The Ginger Andy Carroll. Curtis, how are you?
How we doing, lads? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Living the dream after tonight's result.
Living the dream, I like
Mine.
Oh, it's nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And also, Mike is here. Mike, you've made it back.
I made it back, mate, yeah. But I haven't got much voice left.
Mike, I thought Russ kidnapped you, mate.
Oh, you saw Rusty did. Yeah, you had me on. He grabbed me as what's going on. Yeah. Honestly, mate, I've been shouting all day. Honest, my voice is gone. Totally
I'm not going to keep you for too long, Mike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, out of a celebrations packet.
Yeah.
This is becoming quite a staple. Out of a celebrations packet, which are you picking up first?
I've got to be honest, mate. It's the bounty all day long, isn't it?
How long have I known you, Mike? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed to the moon and back. I don't know why I said that, right? Bounty 5, Maltesers 3. This isn't going well. Mike, I expect the better of you. I'm going to be honest, mate.
Sorry, mate.
How was it today, though? Did you enjoy it, mate?
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
day?
very good. Yeah, our first half was a little bit, was a nothing half, but it's just two sort of boxers, little counter punching each other. They're just, just seeing each other out. And then, but second half, mate, yeah, we were a lot better and we deserved it in the end.
We certainly did. Curtis, what did you make of it?
I thought the first 15 minutes we looked quite lively. Pressing from the front was very good, and then I thought we just dropped off, and we let Man United back into it, and then I feared for the worst because obviously we all know what West Ham's like, and then we sort of come to life in the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I was surprised that we sort of got like a second wind, if you like, and quality from Lucas Paqueta. That first goal, that ball that he played was superb. Like the vision, the weight, the finesse of it to get it up and over and in the path of Jared Bowen. That's what we need him to do. We need him to play more central. We've said this before, Jake. We need him to play more central, and we need him to keep feeding the likes of Bowen and Kudos. Kudos and Bowen tonight was superb. I'm glad they both got their goals, and Jared Bowen is up there with the league top goal scorer so far. So. In the end, it was a great result, but I think the midsection of that whole game, it was a bit ropey.
Yeah, it was. It was for sure. Mike, I found a Christmas jumper.
Oh no, mate. You'll grow into that one day.
Shut up. Shut up. It's not mine. It's not mine. I mean, there were developments before the show. Nigel was my co-host for the first hour. And I told Nigel before that this isn't my jumper, this is my mum's jumper. And I said, but don't tell anyone that. 10 minutes in, Nigel blurts out. Yeah.
That's your mum's jumper, isn't it? Yeah.
That's my mum's jumper. But it's all right. It's all right. What would you rate out of 10, Anton?
10 out of 10. Because it's Sarah's. Because it's Sarah's.
I was going to say you're treading in some quite,
Yeah, exactly. Just playing the game there. But I know I've met you, Sarah, a few times, so I'm not going to cross that line.
Curtis, what are you rating it?
With the jumper?
The jumper, yes.
Just because it's claret and blue, I'll give you a solid 8, but there's no hammers on it.
There's not. It's not a West Ham. I mean,
Mum.
It is a Christmas jumper.
It's the right colour, Jake, but it looks a lot better on your mother.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Cheers, mate. I don't come on here and take the mick out of what you're wearing,
Jake,
Mike.
Jake. I've got a final guest for you from my house.
Okay.
Right, come on in. Say hi to everyone.
Freddie.
Hi.
Hi, Freddie. You right, mate?
Put
Oh,
that in
hang
so
on.
you
Put
can
the
hear.
headphones in. Hello, Freddie. You right, mate?
Say, come on, you irons first.
Come on, your hands.
Right, Freddie. Freddie, I've got one question for you. Out of a celebrations packet, so the chocolate, you've got Galaxy, Maltesers, Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, and Bounty. Which one would you pick first?
Probably Malteser.
Yes, yes, I love it, Freddie. Thank you very much, mate.
Bounty.
No, you're listening to your
Tell it,
dad.
Mike, before you go, tell everyone who your favourite West Ham player is.
Kudos.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Right.
Love it,
Kudos.
brilliant.
Well done, Mila. You tell him.
Thanks, Freddie.
Say bye to everyone.
Bye.
Right, lads. I am going to go. I'm going to love yous and leave yous.
Cheers, Anton. Thank you, mate.
Good luck. Subscribe to Jake's channel, even though he doesn't need any more subscribers.
See you, Anton. Love you, mate.
Bye.
See ya, Anton.
See ya.
Happy Christmas, mate.
There we go. See, now we've narrowed the gap. Bounty 5, Maltesers 4. This is developing. And I think the final vote goes to you, Curtis. Curtis, have we done you yet? We haven't, have we? No.
Well,
Maltesers or Bounty?
I'll throw a spanner in the works, mate. I do love the Malteser, a little small gazer.
Yeah.
Not literally. Just before anyone jumps in the comments. If I was going for a naan bread, it'll be a Peshwari naan, so that'll be coconut. But for me, I'm a bit nuts, so I'll go for Snickers.
Snickers. Right, so Snickers comes back in with 3. So we spill Galaxy Bounty 5, Maltesers 4. Anton, what have you got
Jake,
for me?
I've got one more thing. Sorry, Freddie has one more thing he wants to say.
Okay.
Freddie, go and say it. Right, Freddie thinks the man who's beside Freddie right now, whom I know as Mike, is the same as
David
Moyes. Yeah.
Freddie was like, Dad, why is David Moyes on the stream? Mike.
Mike is stunned.
He is stunned.
I couldn't hear it, mate. There's an interference, so I missed it.
He
Oh,
said
you missed it.
he thinks you're David Moyes.
Does he? I am David Moyes. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh. Mike, I was wondering why you were like sat there like with no expression.
I couldn't hear nothing, mate. All I was getting was interference. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Right.
Well, that's all right. I've been called a whole lot worse, Jake. I know that.
You have.
You
Well, I don't know. You might have done.
Yeah.
Bounty 5, Maltesers 4 looks like it's going to be the final score. We are going to go to 9:30. I'll do the final bit on my own just to wrap up the year. But yeah, as it says, Bounty 5, Maltesers 4 is currently the score. Anything else you two gentlemen would like to discuss?
Have you mentioned anything on your channel about the listing of the players' wages and obviously the potential lack of funds we're going to have in January?
I haven't, no, but I have seen that as a concern.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's a massive concern. I mean, David Moyes doesn't like to use too many players, as we know. Whether he just doesn't trust them, doesn't like them, doesn't think they're good enough, he doesn't play. He's not like Arteta, where Arteta says that someone's not good enough to start. Moyes won't say anything like that. So no one knows what the actual real scenario is at West Ham. We've got a couple of players in Rama, Fornals that were once decent for us, that are just not getting a run of games, and obviously that then impacts their playing time and their playing ability. But for me, I think it's a massive concern because we have to free up space in the squad, wages, funds to go and buy some players. Because obviously we've got 3 or 4 players going to African Cup of Nations. We've got we are in dire need of some extra players that we can look on the bench and think, right, we've got some half-decent subs to bring on. Whereas at the minute, we've got no one. When you look at that bench, I don't see anyone that can come on and change the game. So
that is our problem, mate. Yeah, that is our problem. We got 13 players, I think, that he can rely on, and that is it.
that's it. Yeah.
He can't look beyond that 13 players. That is it. I mean, yeah, January's going to be a difficult time. I think, though, to be honest, I don't think Ben Rama and Cornet are going to be going because they're not getting in their squads. So, I mean, that might be a plus to us, but neither of them are getting in their international squads at the moment.
Well, it should be like that with England. If you're not playing, you don't play for your national team because you've got no data to go on to
fair dues, mate. Yeah,
and merit themselves to be in a squad. Not like Southgate that played Harry Maguire that before the recent couple of months he's not played as frequent as he used to, and Calvin Phillips he hasn't played since he was injured. He hasn't played hardly any sort of football in the last 18 months, I believe. So
something that has caught my mind is a comment. Mike, what's going on here? Jay, watch out for Mike. I was live trying to sign for the West Ham network earlier. Am I going to have to sort of, sign you down to a contract there?
Yeah.
What happened there?
I was getting chatted up, Jake. Don't worry, I was getting chatted up.
And I hope you fashionably denied it because you're, loyal to West Ham Unofficial.
Of course, Jake. Of course, Jake.
Cheers to that.
They're all right. They're good guys. But,
they are.
You know where my daughter is.
Oh, you're too kind. It's Christmas. I know what you like. You've had a few beers today night. That's all right, mate.
I've had 1 or 2 today.
Simon, I hope you are a resident Chelsea fan. Of course, playing tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Hope you are well. Good evening to you. I hope you're well. Let's have a look here. Steve says Moyes wants to out Kera, Cornet, Benrahma, Fornals, Ings, and in my opinion, Ogbonna, Creswell, Antonio too. We need a massive rebuild. We seem to be getting to the stage every season now where we're saying we need a massive rebuild, which is a concern because there's so many players that are likely to leave the club. Is that we're finding ourselves in this situation every single summer, which is a concern. Mike's getting tapped up just like Declan Rice. Well, Mike's loyal, Declan Rice isn't. So so that's your difference there. It is a question. If I click on it. The best Christmas film. Now there's one that's light years clear for me. Curtis, best Christmas film?
For me, it's always been Home Alone. Always will be.
Correct. Mike?
Yeah, Home Alone 1 as well.
Brilliant. Yeah. Home Alone 1.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I mean, Home Alone 2 is probably as close as, and obviously 3 isn't bad, but it's not the same, and 4 is completely like out of this planet. I don't know what they've done with
I don't know whether I've watched 4.
I am, but I mean 1 and 2 I'm definitely, one's still my favourite.
I'm not a massive lover of either remakes or changing characters. I mean, I must not like change. I think that's what it is. I just don't like change. But I think 1 and 2. I think 3 is not bad considering it. If it wasn't named Home Alone and it was rebranded a different brand, still with that same sort of idea, same sort of concept, I think it would be an alright film. But because it's got a Home Alone brand to it and it's completely different, it just spoils it. But it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Another good one, Polar Express, because Tom Hanks is absolutely brilliant in that.
No, there we go. I tell you what, for me, Home Alone does it every single time. It's just the one, isn't it? There's another one coming out. This will be Home Alone 5.
Is it?
Oh my lord.
It's not really Macaulay Culkin, is it?
Is it not? Oh no. Right. So to end this off and to hopefully, I've dropped my Malteser. To hopefully see us, we've got, I think, one final guest to vote on the celebrations sort of bonanza. Cyberlead and Mo is going to join us. Mo, how are you?
Hello, guys. You good?
Yeah, all right,
Mo.
I'm just in my shepherd's pie. So, having said that, I know it's. So, what's the score? Is it Bounty 5? Maltesers
4. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of tough. Well, I tend to. I mean, I'm a young guy. As you know, I'm 26, and Obviously, we've got to watch out for our teeth, but I don't want to say shape, but I'm going to have to go for Bounty, mate.
Oh, no. I have to change that. The Bounty
No,
6.
do you know why?
This is...
Because, like, no, but listen, you'll probably like this. Apparently, Maltesers, apparently, celebrations, they're going to remove Bounty. So either way, Maltesers is going to win because, like, I know they're not going to put Bounty in the thing anymore.
Nightmare. Yeah, absolute nightmare. So we find ourselves in Bounty 6,
There you go,
Maltesers 4. And Cyber, do you like mince pies?
If it's vegan, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And Jake, I just like to wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your dad, and I hope you get 50,000 subscribers within the next year.
Oh, I hope so. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. No,
And
thank you very
literally,
much.
and one point, my favorite film probably is. It's a tough one. Your dad might know this, but you know, Planes, Mobile, Automobiles. I like that film.
Yeah,
I don't know it.
Best classic film. Listen, all the best, mate. Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much, Cyber. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, buddy.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah. Voted for Blooming Bounty though, didn't they? No, thank you very much, Mo, for coming on. No, I'm holding out. You waited for me to stay here until 9:30. I've got no idea who's coming up next. There might be more, there might be nobody, but I've got until 9:30 to find two more guests to level things up. Because if it's a draw, I'm not eating any of them. Which I'll be quite happy with.
You've only got till 9:30. Richard, it's not a school night. You can let him stay up.
No, because darts. Nathan Aspinall's on tonight, my favourite darts player. There's no way I'm missing that just for some bounties.
Who's on?
Nathan Aspinall, my favourite darts player.
No, I love Gerwin Price. He looks a spitting image of one of my best mates.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Mike, are you into the darts?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched the young lad. He was great, wasn't he?
Oh, Luke Littler. I think he's the same age as me.
16, unbelievable. I thought he was about 35, but no, not being horrible. What a player for that age.
Just raw talent, isn't it?
Unbelievable, yeah. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was great.
Absolutely. Josh Rock is out. I've just seen that. 23rd seed Josh Rock has been knocked out. The star.
Bobby?
Pardon, guys?
Do you remember Bobby? With all the bling bling. Mike, you'll know him. You're dark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he was decent. And Eric Bristow, they're the classic
Eric
ones.
Bristow, yeah.
There we go.
Jockey Wilson.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Well, I've come to the end. I mean, I've been told to be here till 9:30 in case someone else turns up. So we'll drag out. I've got a few words that I will say at the end. But anything else you guys would like to add?
Oh, no, I'd just like to say, Jake, thanks very much for having me on through the year. Really enjoyed it. We've had some great cracks. And, just Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year. No,
it's brilliant. You, Curtis and Mike, you've been two very, very helpful contributors to the channel this year. You've helped us out massively because I find it no fun sitting here talking to myself. So I always prefer to have someone to talk to because I think it makes the show better, and it means I haven't got to sit here and just constantly talk to myself, which does become a little bit tedious, believe it or not. It's always a pleasure to have you boys on, and even if you like bounty over Maltesers, then I won't sort of hold it against you, Mike.
No, that's all right, mate. I'm just gonna pop out and have a look, see how much is in that paper envelope that Rusty gave me earlier.
Oh, it's all coming out now, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. See?
Hold on a minute.
Honestly.
I've got a message here from West Ham Network. No, I'm joking.
I'm off. I'm flipping off. Right, that's it. I'm done. I didn't think that through. I best not walk too far because this is up to my laptop, and my laptop will come with me then if I keep walking. So I can't go any farther.
You'll have to take Mike's envelope to buy a new laptop.
Yeah. Cheers to that one. Right, so all of my regular guests are doing one off to the West Ham Network. So I've just said loads of kind words about you, and now they're all doing one. So there we go. That's life for you, isn't it? Learn the
No,
hard way.
I'm like the real Andy Carroll. No one wants me anymore.
I tell you what, up at Anfield on Wednesday, inside 3 minutes we were singing "You're just a not very good Andy Carroll" to Darwin Núñez. I did think of you as I was blurting it out because it did amuse me. Not much did amuse me on Wednesday night, but that did.
Yeah, that was a tough one, mate. That was a tough one to take, wasn't it?
It was tough, and to be honest, Mike, I wish I was doing exams this year and you took my ticket. If I'm being totally honest with you, because I got home at 3:35 a.m.
Yeah, I know, mate. You know, as soon as I saw that lineup, like you, you know, head just hit my hand, and I just thought, no, please don't do this to us.
I thought that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we all said it in the week, right? You've got to put a strong team out. Now, if you ask most West Ham fans, or even if you ask a survey of 100 people here, it's just like a game show. I won't say what one it is in case we get through. But you all know what I'm talking about. A survey of 100 people, I think 99% of West Ham fans would probably say not really bothered about the United game as much if you want to go all in for the Liverpool game. Now, if the club came out and put a poll and said, we can only go full strength and go for one of these games because we've had a lot of games, a lot of fixtures in the last 2 weeks, and obviously the fixture build up and we're playing 3 every 8-9 days or whatever. I think the majority of the West Ham fans would turn around and say, go for the cup, because it was 1980 since we last won a domestic cup. So on the back of this success, it's another route into Europe. So you win this, you've got 2 legs, and I think that over 2 legs, we are a decent side, and I think we could probably beat, we'd end up with Chelsea, unless they fix it that much that it'll be a West Ham Chelsea final, like they have to do with Liverpool Chelsea. It's an absolute fit. They want a big club, a big established club, or 2 big established clubs in the final for their brands. And I think we would have done any of them. Fulham, Middlesbrough, Chelsea, any of them. We would have done them. So it just baffles me why you bring all these. And another thing is, if Moyes turns around and says, well, I gave the Finnish players a chance, it was their chance to step up, and they never took it. You can't add players in to a weakened side and expect them to do bits when you've got a couple of granddads in defence. And then you're bringing on like other players that you're trying to test out, and you're leaving 2 of your stars on the bench. Then you're bringing them on, but you do a defensive change, and then you take off one of your stars. And it's like, wow, it just baffled me so much. And at 3-1, even at 1-1 at half time, switch it up. It wasn't going for us. It was all in their favour. Switch it up and go for it if you wanted to start in. And even at 3-1, when we got that goal back, we took 2 of our stars off just before that as well. But at 3-1, you could have thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it now. Put the Weimar banner on, put 2 up top, or make it more offensive, and just go for it. I'd rather see us lose 5-1 by going for it than lose 5-1 in the manner that we did. It was absolutely shocking. And
absolutely. I agree. Yeah, it was.
Moyes needed to do something today, and he needs to carry on doing something for the next 10 games. Otherwise, he's lost a lot of supporters already. He's lost a lot more than Wednesday night, and he's going to lose a lot more if he doesn't continue doing what he's done today.
For sure. Right, I'm admitting defeat now, and I'm going to eat my first bounty in my 16-year life. Are you ready?
You're going to love it.
Go on, mate. You'll enjoy it.
You two, you're witnessing history right here in West Ham Unofficial. Try and find me another West Ham YouTube channel that is giving you the entertainment. You won't get this on the West Ham network, you two, right? Love you, Anton. Love you, Russ. Right.
You stuck a Malteser in a bounty wrapper. You're trying to fool us. I can think what you're doing.
Absolutely not. Do you think I've got the time or anything to do that? Right, first bounty ever live on air. Mike, I want some running commentary on this. Here we go.
Come on, here he goes. There he goes. He takes his first bite. Oh,
no, it's like gooey.
He looks like he's struggling with this. He really does.
It's a weird texture.
Oh, yeah, no. All of a sudden, you're thinking, oh, this isn't so bad, isn't it? Come
So
on.
you get the win for the net.
I mean, it's not bad. I wouldn't.
No,
have it.
there you go. There you go, Jake.
I just find that I just find when you bite into it, the texture is just a bit like bizarre.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Jake, next time you've got when you next get an Indian, if you order an Indian with a family, get a Peshwari naan bread.
Yeah.
What, a bounty?
Yeah. Would you vindaloo? Would you vindaloo?
What?
No, Peshwari naan bread, not a bounty naan bread. I mean, I don't even know who does that. I mean, I know you can get battered Mars bars in a fish and chip shop, but I don't think you can get a bounty naan bread. You can make one. You can get a plain naan and stick a load of bounties in it if you want.
Yeah.
That's right. Right, I'm gonna drink to swish that down.
You better spill that one down now, Jake.
Tell you what, do you remember that time I ate sardines live on air for DT38? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was traumatic. I mean, I raised a lot of money and that was brilliant and all the rest of it, but that was genuinely traumatic. I hate fish. I honestly hate fish. And I
like fish, but I don't like sardines.
I had to eat a whole tin of sardines, and Andy was on the stream with me, Andy Miles, and he was like, "Go on, mate." And honestly, like I was like so wanted to throw it back up, and I was like, "I can't throw up live on air. Like, there's just no way I can do that." And I had to endure a whole bowl. And honestly, I started the show. I was like, "Hello, here we go." And Dad brought the bounties, brought the sardines up, and as soon as he opened the door, they just reeked, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
How horrible, mate. Then what ones that ever can? Are they the ones that ever can? Oh yeah, horrible.
Right.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's not for me. Sardines is not a bit of me.
No.
I mean, I have enough.
What are you having a Malteser now?
I'm celebrating with a Malteser now. Have that, you plonkers. There we go. Lovely chocolate.
Small geezer for a Malteser.
Stick a commentary on that, Mike.
Well,
he's offside. He's offside.
Yeah.
Don't panic. He's offside.
Yeah, he's going down the right flank, and it's going straight down the middle.
Route one.
Yeah, poor Jake, kudos for eating that. Thank you very much. Right, that's that debate over. I flipping lost that. Mum wants her jumper back, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Mum wants a jumper back. Mum wants a jumper back.
Well, they stay in my room anyway, so I don't do what I like with them. Go on, Mike, read that out.
What, this one? Ain't it amazing how we all seen Jake grow up over the past few years from a squeaky little thing to a grown-up bean?
I knew that was said, Michael.
Well, I'm happy. Yeah. No. I'll try not to laugh. No, I won't laugh. Sorry. Oh dear.
Steady up, Mike.
Oh.
I knew it would make you laugh, but not that much.
No. Very good. No, I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Oh.
Very good.
Well done. Yeah.
Oh, that reaction was class, right?
Yeah.
Maltesers was lovely. Thanks all you lot, the first bounty.
Yeah. Shall I tell you the truth now?
What?
I can't stand coconut.
So in one day you've signed for the West Ham network and you've lied to me. You've lied to me.
Yeah, but I can eat the chocolate on the outside.
You plonker. Oh, dear. Won't be long before it's beer and spirits, Jake. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what they all say. See, like quietly nodding their head, like. No, all good, all good. Right, I'm going to wrap things up with just a little bit of a word from me on my own. I'm going to let Mike go and recover from absolutely wetting himself there. What part of it made you laugh so much? The squeaky little teeth or the grown-up bean?
Both of it. Both of it. I know she got it to rhyme as well. Brilliant. Yeah, well done, Happy.
Might love that. Right.
Curtis. Just before I go, my battery's going to die.
Okay.
I just want to wish you a happy Christmas and all the viewers, all the subscribers, very happy Christmas and a prosperous new year. The channel's great. Thank you for having me on. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. And all the best for 2024, mate.
No, thank you very much, Curtis, for all of your input.
Thanks,
This
Curtis.
year has been greatly appreciated. Have a fantastic Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you
You
soon,
have
mate.
a good one, mate.
Cheers, thank you very much. See you
Cheers.
later.
See you,
Thank
mate.
you. Thank you. And then there were two. Well, this
And
is
then
it, Mike.
it ended up with the 2 Ronnies, yeah.
Where it all started. Where
Yeah.
it all started, Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just set this up to sort of say I'm going to leave. I'm not leaving. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Of course
But,
not. I've just opened that envelope and he only had 50p in there anyway, mate. So
oh, that's all right. So you're
Yeah.
staying here then. I don't want you anymore, to be honest. I don't want sort of Deadwood here, to be honest.
They're all right. Good lads. Good lads, old Russies. Good as gold.
They are, certainly. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, this is where it started
And-
over 3 years ago, Mike. Over
3
3 years ago.
Where's that? 3 years gone, mate.
A big talk about football episode 1. Jesus Christ. When my hairline was back in the hair
I
was
was going
not
to say
here.
the hair's slightly changed, isn't it?
When the hair wasn't there, when this was a little bit sparse. My voice was all the way up here. And I wasn't very good at it, was I, Mike?
Oh, you were, mate. You've got so much better. It's unbelievable, mate. You're an absolute superstar now in my eyes. But hey, everyone's got to start somewhere, haven't they?
They have, absolutely. And I don't dare go back and watch those early shows because it just embarrasses me that that's actually out for people, for the public to view, to be honest with you. But no, as you said, you've all got to start somewhere, and this is the time sort of around the festive period as we head into a new year, where we reflect on the year. And Mike, I've got a couple of questions for you before we wrap things up. I'm gonna let you ponder on it whilst I take some comments. Is your favourite moment on the channel this year?
Oh, we've had some great moments, haven't we?
We have.
We've had some great moments, mate. Oh, honestly,
I'll let you think. I'll take some comments. Hang on, 2 seconds.
Go on.
Yeah. Do you have a clip? No, we're not going back to that. Go on. Right, I tell you what we'll do. Right, how many likes are we on? Right, because let's farm some likes, shall we, to get things up a bit. Right, I don't want to delete my Christmas jokes because I'll do one of them at the end. Let's see how many likes we're on. It'll probably be quicker if somebody told me. We're going to drag this out to half past. You better believe it. We are currently on 44 likes. If we get to 50 likes by the end of this show, I will get up a screen grab of what I look like on the first live show. Is that a fair deal?
Yeah, come on, guys.
So we're on 44, like 6 more likes. Come on, hit that like button if you want to see it. If you really want to see it, there's 20 people watching. There must be more than 6 of you that haven't hit the like button. Smash it. Where's Dawson? Somebody asked. Dawson's still here, bless him. He got turned by Bowen last week, but he's still here, bless him. Enjoying the festivities of his Ballon d'Or, of course. Bless him. He loves it, doesn't he? Let's put that one on, shall we? But I will get that. Oops, liked now. So we're now up to... Oh, we're still on 44 on my screen. It's taking a while. Here you go. Budgie, quick like on both accounts. Yeah, they want to see it.
Yeah.
Mike, have you got a favourite moment? Dad has tippled in with Amsterdam.
Yeah,
that wasn't really on the channel. I mean, it was actually on the channel.
It was on the channel because we did put something on. Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite moments. Yeah. I know I made a bit of a fool of myself, but we enjoyed it. Great time. And yeah, probably top moment was your dad finding that.
Here we go.
Finding
Massage chair. You old
The
folks
massage
in
chair.
flipping Amsterdam airport.
Yeah, when you get to 63 years of age, mate, you don't want to be sleeping on floors. So he, finding that chair, and he come up. I thought, oh yes, mate. Great moment. No, we've had a lot of great moments. Obviously, the final winning is, topped it off. Even though I was lucky enough to be there when the last time we won something, I was beginning to wonder, am I ever going to see us win anything again? So great. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, we have had some good moments on the challenge. Of course, the final, obviously. It's been an interesting year. I mean, for me personally, I've gone through GCSEs, and I've got through that on the other side effectively and well. Thank God for that. I've started, and I've had a little bit of turbulence in that front. But we've hit 50 likes apparently. We better not have done. Still says 48 on my screen. Just says 48 on mine. So I may have to refresh it, but yeah, we've had some. It's been a hell of a year. You know, I've gone through exams. We've won the final. I mean, just for some stats, Mike, in 2023, and there's still a week left, we've had over 15 million views on the channel, which has been absolutely brilliant. Over 31,500 new subscribers to the channel in this year. I was going to read out how much money I've made, but I'll leave that to myself because it's the next thing along. I was just going to read it, but I won't. We've had over 133 hours of watch time on the channel, which is absolutely brilliant. And overall, it's been amazing. We've gone through issues with money on the channel this year. We've had some since May, pretty much. We've had issues with our monetization, but thankfully, hopefully, that is all amended now. So, see, Mike, I've done half a year for absolutely nothing, just through the love of my heart.
Well, it's just the love of the job, mate, isn't it? It's just the love of it. And that's what West Ham are all about, mate. Full stop. As a club.
Bang on, exactly. I did 6 months worth of content and I earned 0p out of it. Of course, it's not for the money, but you know, these things cost money to run. As a few of you know, I've got to pay for this platform in January, which is hopefully where my YouTube payday is coming in the next 2 days. And yeah. This costs money. We love doing it, and listen, all of this wouldn't be possible without Mike, without all of the regular guests that come on, and people that come on once or twice, or just anybody that's contributed to the channel this year and over all the years that have got it to this stage. And of course, Dad, who is the who's, I was going to say the brains, but he's not. I'm the brains. He's the sort of he puts in the hours behind the scenes and gets guests together. Like tonight is the one show which I knew nothing about. Anybody could have turned up in the flipping green room, and I'd have had to go on with it. But yeah, look, it's been brilliant tonight, all year. Thoroughly enjoyed it once again. We've had our ups and downs, Mike, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the life of a West Ham fan, Jake.
We have
50 odd years down the line, mate, doing it. You know, we have our ups and downs, but that's the joy of it, mate. That's what I say. You've got to go through the bad times to enjoy the good times.
Yeah,
and we've certainly done that.
we have. That is for sure. See, people are saying it's on 50, but I'm still reading 49 on my screen. I'm still reading 49. Let's bring it up. I'm still reading 49 down here. And I've liked it myself as well. 49. See, Mike, we're not there yet.
Come on, someone out there, do it.
Just give it a cheeky refresh. Let's give it a cheeky refresh. Oh, we're there now. Look,
there you go.
We're at 50. Bowlesy wants us to do it. Our second resident Spurs fans here. Bowlesy, hope you well, mate. We will do it. We are now at 50. Wally, thank you very much indeed. So I'm now going to do it live. Mike, can you see the screen? You can, can't you?
Yeah, I've got it, mate.
Yeah. So I'm now going to go on to live streams, and I'm going to go to oldest. Should I? Oh my lord! Should I do the first? Should we go back to the big talk about football? Were you on that one, Mike? Let's have a look.
I don't know. I must have been surely at some stage.
Oh, we've got to watch
Hair damage happens every day. Repair it with Olaplex.
Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Let's turn the sound off. There's Tom and Nick. Where are you?
Obviously.
Hang on, I've got to go for another advert now. You must have been here somewhere. So this is the first big talk about football I did. This was on the 12th of November, 2020.
Close to my birthday. That's probably why.
Let's have a look. Oh, there's Stell there. Who else is there? There you are, look. Hey, there he is.
Oh, I looked a lot younger there.
There's Mike. 3 years ago. Right, so there's Mike. We've established that. Now let's go back to the first ever live stream, which was a reflection on the first. Honestly, the title was awful. A reflection on the first
Who's that? Who's that guy?
Don't even start. Don't even start. Let's get through this. State of that title: a reflection on the first games of the season. That doesn't even make sense. Honestly, look at that. That's like, I mean, look at the fatness in my face there.
Look at the hair.
Shall we?
Oh,
Shall
lack
we
of it.
look at the hair? Shall we have a little listen at the voice?
Go on, let's listen to this.
Right, I don't know if you can try. Just tell me, can you hear this? Ready? Oh. Can you hear this?
And we are live. Yes, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today on the West Ham Unofficial YouTube channel, we do have West Ham Wednesday, episode 10. Yes, so for today's West Ham Wednesday, I am going to be reflecting on the first 8 games. There you go.
It's not
West
even
Ham Wednesday.
sync. It's not even in sync.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, West Ham Wednesday, episode 10. We're going to be reflecting on basically the first 8 games of the season, because now it's international break. I haven't got a clue what to upload, and I don't know what I'm going to be uploading in the next couple of weeks, but I'm sure I'll find something. But in today's video, I'm just going to just run through all the games.
What
my
about flipping
opinions,
international breaks?
Yeah.
What about having nothing to upload in international breaks? Literally.
Yeah.
I realise what I've done now is I've gone a reflection on the first. I know instead of 8, I wrote A.
No, great, mate. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
Right, I don't think we need to watch any more of that, do we? Let's get rid of that.
No, Happy enjoyed that as well.
Who did?
Happy.
Yeah, of course. Right, where am I here? Here we go. Obviously, no, I did get. No, I got a GCSE 7 in English, which is an A. So you know, it's improved in 3 years. It's improved. Yeah, okay. We can hear the high pitched voice, and that's before I even put it on there. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? It's absolutely awful. So it's just not though, is it? Adorable, proper. It's just not though. Who's the girl? Very funny. Yes, Jake can hear. You were brilliant. Yes. So So I'm now 16. So yeah, that means must have meant 3 years ago I was. Yeah, but the scary thing is, Mike, I was still 13 years old.
Well, amazing, really, mate. That is amazing.
Yeah, 13, not 4, Peter. Thinking that's so young. Content has come a long way. Well, I flip and open ads because it couldn't have got much worse than that. The high pitched voice low. Well, what a way to end it. See, I hate Christmas because he just embarrasses me. I've been exposed about having my mum's clothes in my blooming bedroom. My pens fell on the floor. I've eaten a Bounty. Nigel's took the mick out of me all night. You took the mick out of me all night.
No, don't. I don't mean, mate. It's all good banter.
I know, of course. We're still writing the sound. I could hear them 2 laughing downstairs as I played that.
Yeah, I bet they were.
Yeah.
Jake, that was my sweet little boy. That was.
Shut up. Walking in the air in our first video. Thought he'd written to Santa. I have 3 points on the 28th against Arsenal.
Yeah, we'll take that, mate.
That's what I've wished. That's what I've wished for. But yeah, I think we'll wrap things up there because I want to go and watch the darts, and Mike's not got much voice left, and he looks quite tired after a long day, mate.
Absolutely going now, mate. Yeah.
That's Scrumpy. Certainly deep in your voice. This is Cloudy Apple Juice that is now gone, so I need to go and get some more because I need to end the show.
With blackcurrant in it.
There we go. Did Jake show his? I did. Just scroll back. Yeah. Mike, from me to you, have a very Merry Christmas, mate. Thank you very much for everything you've done again for us this year. And I look forward to where we get next year. And yeah, have a great Christmas. And your card must have got lost in the post.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's on its way.
Yeah, must be.
Not come yet.
To add before we go?
No, mate. Just Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year. Also, just well done, Jake. You know, another great year, mate. A lot of people don't realise it takes a lot of work. Hard work. What you do, and it's great. You've been doing a great job, mate. So just keep it up, everyone out there. Keep subscribing, liking, hitting that bell, and we'll carry on again for another year, I'm sure.
We certainly will. And yeah, look, that's the main thing. I wouldn't be sat here doing it if I don't enjoy it. You know, if I don't enjoy it, I wouldn't be here, to be quite frank. So look, we enjoy doing it, and I hope you enjoy watching. We've got the regulars that come in the chat most shows, and we appreciate you and people that come in every now and then. Brilliant as well, because you guys in the chat make the show as well as the guests. Because if it was just me here sat here on my own talking to myself, as it was on the first show on the 12th of November 2020. then I don't think I'd have many subscribers if I kept doing that the way I did.
No,
If I'm
you're
being
right.
totally honest.
You're right, mate. All the people out there, they make it, and I hope they enjoy it, and I hope they continue to enjoy it.
Absolutely, yeah. And as you said, it does take a lot of time, you know, and it's not just me, it's Dad asking people to come on, and you know, when Mike's down the pub and can't come on, and no, I'm only joking. But yeah, pardon?
Me pub.
Yeah, in the same sentence. But yeah, it takes a lot of time, but we love doing it, and we're going to continually do it into next year as well, and hopefully get bigger and better, and continue to improve, which hopefully you can see we are doing, and hopefully we are doing. Some couple of comments before we go. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Peter, for your jokes this year. They've been great. Before we leave, Jake, your mum wants her jumper, but very funny. Merry Christmas, everyone. Everyone will sleep well tonight with those 3 points today. Yeah, I'll sleep well tonight. I've done a show for 2. I don't know when I last did me 2-hour show. I don't know when I last did a 2-hour show. I don't think I'm cut out for this anymore, Mike.
Oh, you're all right, mate. Go on all night. Only I couldn't.
Right, do you want a Christmas joke before we go?
Go on and finish us off with a Christmas joke.
What does Santa do when his elves misbehave?
Go on, tell me.
He gives them the sack.
Oh dear. And you ain't even pulled a cracker yet?
No, and I think I've told 3 or 4 jokes tonight. They've all come from the same website, and I've all had the same response from you and Nigel. Yeah. You've loved them dearly. But yeah, no, everyone have a fantastic Christmas. That would be yeah. Hope you have a great Christmas, and we'll have a preview for the Arsenal game. We don't stop doing a preview for the Arsenal game on Boxing Day, probably, or something around there. But yeah, that's me done for Christmas now. There might be an upload on Christmas Day, just wishing you a Merry Christmas. But apart from that, that is me done until after Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. If you've watched all of it, then I don't know, I don't know how you've done it, to be honest with you. If you've come in and out, which is probably what I do, fair play to you as well. And James, before we go, says, I'll never forget you interviewing Psycho over on the West Ham Network, my hero when I was a kid. Kudos to you. Yeah, that was good. And to be honest, the one thing I'll say before we go, I've interviewed quite a few players, and on this channel, especially when I've interviewed Cotty and McAvenny, and I've met I've met loads of them at the DT38 Golf Day last year. And when Dad sat downstairs going, "Oh, Jake's interviewing my heroes," like for me, it it doesn't. Well, of course it means something because I'm interviewing a West Ham legend, Mike. But obviously, it's not the same as obviously you get butterflies if you go and speak to these people. Like for me, and I think that's what came across in the interviews, and that's how I've enjoyed it so much, because for me they mean quite little, because I didn't I didn't watch them growing up and all the rest of it. I've just seen what people have handed down and stuff, and that's how I've enjoyed doing the interviews.
Yeah, no, for us, we seen them playing live, didn't we? And some
the
of
old
them guys,
folks like you, Mike.
Yeah, I can remember more about the teams in the 70s than I can from 5 or 6 years ago, mate. So I think that might be the early signs of the old dementia.
We're going to say nothing. No, all joking aside. But no, it's good. It's good. Before we go, Eric says, cheers, Jake, for a great year of shows and vlogs. I much appreciate it. Yeah, listen, vlogs are the best few videos on the channel, and we'll continually bring those, because, Mike, they make me the coin. Don't do anyone I said that. But as I said, we'll reiterate. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been a brilliant show, a brilliant year to top it all off as well. Next year we'll be back. We'll be back on Boxing Day, so not even next year. So I'll look forward to that. I'm going to go have a lie down, I think, for one last time before Christmas, Mike. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons.
And we will see you soon, my hair on West Ham Official. All of you have a very Merry Christmas. Spend it in the right place. Get plenty of presents, plenty of money, because that's what I hope I'm getting. And we will. And we will see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much indeed. All of the comments tonight, everybody in the chat. I am stalling because I want to find that comment that Happy Hamret did that sent Mike into absolute delirium, just to put it up on the screen, because Mike even rocked back in his chair in complete disbelief at the comment. And I'm stalling because I can't find it. I found it.
There it goes. Squeaky teen, grown up bean.
Come on, you Lions. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon right here on West Ham Unofficial. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. You guys are brilliant. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
See you all. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Mike, thank